HD2, Baton Rouge. This hour brought to you by Spencer Callahan Injury Lawyers. LA 21-12681. Offices in Baton Rouge.
Good morning. It's 7 a.m. here on Thursday, September 25th. Today in Baton Rouge, you can expect partly cloudy skies with a high of 85. In hour one of today's show, we'll talk about the LSU defense as the Tigers know which Rebels quarterback they will face off against on Saturday. Also at 8:30, former Ole Miss linebacker Patrick Willis joins the show. You can follow us on Twitter or Instagram at OTB_ESPN and watch us on YouTube at the 104.5 ESPN channel. Hour number one of Off the Bench starts now.
All-Star Toyota presents Off the Bench with Jacob Hester and Matt Flynn.
Let's go, baby, let's go!
From a championship backfield to your morning drive.
Hands to Hester, and Hester, yep, got it, 5 out of 5!
You're locked in to Off the Bench.
Flynn is back to throw from the end zone, boom!
Live from downtown Baton Rouge, here's Jacob Hester and Matt Flynn.
Yo! Welcome in. OTB here on this Thursday morning. Back in studio for the first time in a long time on a Thursday morning. Jake, Flynn, Alondra, Tay, all here with you. How we doing? How we living? You know, you had your hood up when I first walked in today there, Matthew.
It was, I feel like it was below 50 degrees in here before you stepped in.
Yep.
I don't know why. Air turned off, but I'm feeling good. It has been exceptionally cold in studio this week, which I will not complain too much about. It's better than being hot. Don't look at me like that. You know it's true.
Weighing the pros and cons in my head.
Excited to be back in the foxhole on a Thursday morning. A lot of home games in a row we had.
Lots of home games.
Good little stretch there.
Yeah.
So, of course, we're going to miss Pro Dreams today, but we're excited to be back in studio. What?
Play a little golf yesterday?
I did play a little golf. Hadn't played golf in a hot minute.
How'd it go? You got the Ryder Cup bug?
I got the Ryder Cup bug, I almost feel unpatriotic that I haven't even brought it up all week. Been so locked in.
Am I more patriotic because I brought it up first? Some are saying.
I've just been so locked into these hot football takes. Hadn't had time. We need a fourth hour.
No, we don't. I do enough.
Too much of a good thing, you know.
I do enough radio.
That's a good point.
I'm not trying to do 7 hours.
But yeah, we do. We need to kind of start waxing them.
Hey, no, I'm throwing it right to
Cup.
you.
Well,
I don't think me, Alondra, or Tay can give you much.
You know, the first segment's not the time. It's one of those conversations you got to build up the anticipation.
Okay.
Because all eyes, all ears will be on that segment when we talk about the Ryder Cup.
Without question.
But y'all know it's true. Tomorrow it starts. America.
It's not today. Normally, golf tournaments start on Thursday. It's not today?
Nope.
Okay.
But America, USA, about to beat the brakes off Europe.
Yeah, how did they get all of Europe and we just get the U.S.? Can we get North America?
We're that badass.
Okay.
The whole
maybe
continent
if we just get North
fighting
America.
us.
Absolutely. Yeah. You want to say America versus the world?
So, the Canadians don't get to play?
No.
Wow.
They don't. The Aussies, they don't get to play. But there's other tournaments in this style. I think it's President's Cup. There's a couple other tournaments in this style that they do take different parts of the world and play against America.
So we're always just us.
It's just us.
Okay.
Us versus them. Us versus the world. So, as the way it should be.
Like Coach Bombay said, we're Team USA and we're going to go all the way in Mighty Ducks 2.
If you believe it, you can achieve it.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'll let you talk about Ryder Cup a little bit later on. Tay did mention we got Patrick Willis, NFL Hall of Famer, set to join us at 8:30. Of course, Ole Miss legend as well. He's out there on the West Coast, so he's waking up early with us this morning. So looking forward to that conversation.
That is early. Is he waking up just for this, or you think he's an early riser in general?
Probably an early riser, I would assume. just kind of knowing him and playing against him a bunch. I would assume he gets his day started pretty early.
If when we have that interview, if you hear a tremble in my voice, it's because he's a very terrifying human being.
Very, very nice. I mean, incredibly nice.
I've never had a conversation with him. All I know is the terror.
Yeah. He's probably got a club on his hand currently, right now.
Dude, he broke his hand on purpose so he could play with a club.
My God. I don't know that I played against him where he didn't have a club. We played them every year. They were our preseason or regular season.
Maybe that's my first question. It's like, what percentage of games did you play with a huge
I thought about asking that.
club on your hand?
Yeah. He's probably going to say 70% of games.
Yeah.
Always had a club.
Yeah.
Even in college.
Did he ever make sure they left a hole for his middle finger so he could throw you the bird?
Hey, you're number one.
Yeah. Hey, you're number one, bud.
Yeah, when they had him and Takeo Spikes for the 49ers, that was fun.
Offensive linemen hate it when a defensive lineman have a club because they just use it as an absolute weapon.
Sure.
Yeah, I think I got a sore thumb this week.
Will
you club me up?
Yeah, we played against them, those two linebackers, either on a Sunday or a Monday night where they both had the club. There's a picture out there. I'll get Tay at some point to pull it up. So.
They weren't a threat to intercept it or anything. I think actually somebody in the NFL did make a one-handed club interception one time.
Yeah.
Nope.
They weren't real worried about interception. They didn't care about intercepting the football. Interceptions weren't
No.
They were just worried about terror.
Terror.
Yeah. That's what they did.
So he's coming on our show to terrorize us.
Yeah. Well, we can talk trash case through the phone.
That's true. Big fake muscles, fake tough guy.
Yeah, don't do
fake
that.
the tiger.
Look at that. Look at that.
Look at those guys.
That's against us in San Diego. 52 and 51, both clubbed up.
Look at
Yeah.
they're terrifying.
That was fun.
Captain's patches on both of them.
Patches on both of them. 51 and 52.
Yeah.
Got the black.
We
tape
did
club,
win. We did
club.
win. We did beat them that day.
But did you though? How many bruises did your brain have after this game?
I added 11 to the tally, I think, probably. Probably 11.
That is a great picture.
Yeah.
That's such a
Hey, the guy behind Hardwick you see right there is number 22 thinking, we want to run ISO again? Okay.
Genetically, we are not the same.
No, we're not. We play the same sport? Okay, cool. All right.
See you in the big gap, bud.
Let's go get him. Alondra, how you doing today?
Doing well. It is finally Thursday, the best day of the week.
The best day of the
I think
week.
it's better than Friday because you're anticipating the Friday on Thursday.
I agree.
Yeah.
I think Thursday is the best day of the week.
Right.
It's kind of like Christmas Eve is better than Christmas.
Right. So I'm excited. We got a good slate of college football coming up.
Yeah, they've got games tomorrow, right? I think Florida State UVA's tomorrow.
Yeah, I think it is. Let me see.
So we're starting to have those days of the week where it's like, oh, there's a college football game on. Let me sit down and watch.
We're like in the thick of it now, and I'm here for it.
It's
Just
great
like
time of year.
nonstop football all the time.
This is
great.
Would you agree with this, Alondra?
Also,
this is like a tier listing week as far as teams and if they're in tier 1, tier 2, tier 3, because we got probably a handful of teams that are under tier 1 and we're waiting to place them.
I would say yes, because I think that this is a lot of teams first true challenge. I know we had Florida, but I mean how good really is Florida?
We thought we had two in Clemson and Florida.
Yeah, so I think, and also all the other teams around the SEC and around the country are getting into conference play and better teams that they're facing off against. So yeah, I think that this weekend is gonna show us a lot in terms of which team is actually good and which team is actually maybe not as good as we thought they were.
Posers.
But yeah, we got Florida, posers.
Yeah.
But yeah, we got
posers.
Florida State, UVA, and then also TCU and Arizona State. Also Houston and Oregon State play tomorrow as well.
The TCU
nice.
Arizona State game, that's the one right there.
Where you going?
TCU's 3-0.
Alondra, you said that's today or tomorrow?
That's tomorrow.
Okay.
Today is Army, East Carolina.
We got the Seahawks Cardinals tonight in the NFL.
Yeah, true.
Oh, they're 2-1. Both.
I know, but
dude, I
I'm
was
going to
looking
be
at the
honest, the
matchups.
NFC West does nothing
Yeah.
for me.
Yeah.
How were both of those teams 2-1? Well, I mean,
the
Saints. Well, they
They
both
won
played
two
the
games,
Saints.
and one was against the Saints.
Yeah,
That's where I was
fair
going.
enough.
Yeah.
Well, and to your point on like LSU and like playing Florida and Clemson, like does in the SEC, can we look at it? Does the LSU have to date the weakest strength of schedule, the live running strength of schedule in the SEC?
I don't know. But also, and
So
look,
people
That's a
are
good question.
asking.
We can look
y'all
at
can,
it,
you can
but
tell me I'm wrong if you don't agree with this, but like when you play a team like that also matters. And like you played Clemson, okay, well you beating Clemson, what did that do to their season? Like what did that do to their mentality?
Broke 'em.
When you played Florida, like same situation. So I'm not saying that it's still held up there as a top 5 win. Clemson's not remotely a top 5 team in the country, but when you beat a team, like you're adding to them being broken.
And for Florida, you can't take that victory versus Long Island away. You can't take
You
that
really
away.
can't.
From them.
No.
You really
And
can't.
then
You can't go back and change history.
Hey, well, Clemson beat Troy.
Whoa.
So-
hey now.
barely.
I will say, I'm good if
It was a
LSU
come from
never plays
behind
Troy
win.
again, guys.
Yeah, me too.
I'm good on that.
Me
That was a
too.
lame game.
Oh,
Super lame.
I was explaining the
2004 was tough. 2008 was tough, and then we lost in 2017.
So I was explaining that game to Marler the other day because he was like, because somebody mentioned Troy. They're like, oh, Giant Killers. He's like, what's the deal there? I was like, we lost in 17, and then I pulled up the box score for 2008. I forgot that Troy was up 31-3 in that
I
game.
didn't. I was getting hammered at snack.
And LSU won.
I mean, everybody's like, your boys,
41-34.
what in the world?
Wait, our team?
LSU
Talking about
in
LSU title?
2008
You don't remember that?
No.
was losing 31-3 to Troy. Came back and won. I think it was 41-34. I just looked at this the other day. But yeah, we were down 31-3.
Yeah, we had a
08.
receiver from Troy that year with the same draft class as me. Shout out Gary Banks. And we're sitting there, and I'm just getting hammered by everybody. Like, y'all losing to Troy 31-3.
right. So I don't remember this game. Can I assume we came back to win?
Yeah, we did.
Tigers were
40-31.
victorious.
All right, here you go.
We scored 37 unanswered.
Midway through the third quarter, Troy was up 31-3.
In the third quarter?
Third quarter? How
And
did they
LSU came back.
That's a fireable offense for that head coach.
Basically, I don't know what happened. Troy had punt, turnover on down, interception, punt. So, I mean, LSU's defense just stepped up, I guess.
Who's the big offensive star for LSU then? And like that
Year
game.
would have been probably LaFell, right? Yeah. Look, here you go. 12 catches,
And Dixon?
126 yards.
Dixon was playing?
Yeah.
LaFell and Charles Scott were the two.
Oh, yeah.
This
I mean,
game.
it's everybody was. Yeah.
Well, I knew the names. I mean, like who had a big day that day?
Yeah, I'm assuming Jay Lee was playing.
Jay Lee was the quarterback. He actually didn't have a bad game.
Well, yeah, he scored 40 unanswered.
Well, no,
in a
I mean,
quarter
like,
and a half.
No, but that was the year he had all the turnovers. Remember?
the
So I
pick
was
sixes,
thinking,
yeah.
he had he had one interception. He actually didn't play bad.
Jay Lee was really talented, man. He kind of got unfortunate,
He got thrown to the wolves.
unfortunate turn of events.
He wasn't
we won't
supposed-
name any
he-
names. He shouldn't have been playing
wasn't
that year.
supposed
He
to play
wasn't
that year.
supposed to be there. And if he wouldn't have had to play that year, I think he would have gone on a heck of a run. And I think we would have won another natty.
tell you all
if
the
he didn't
time.
have to play that year, we would have won another natty.
He was an undrafted free agent with us in San Diego, and they really liked him.
Yeah, I remember
Really
he was
liked
playing
him.
well in preseason.
Yeah, he was. We had so many quarterbacks.
He
wasn't gonna make our
just
team.
he just had to. He got thrown to the wolves too early. Man, what could have been? What could have been? Shouldn't have happened.
Nah, it shouldn't happen.
And the coach shouldn't have let it happen either.
So I gotta do the right things.
You look at quarter by quarter. LSU outscored Troy 30-0 in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, I had to have.
That's how you won the game.
I mean,
Oh.
You were down 31. All right, good for you. Good for you, Troy.
hey, Dick Dixon, call us. Let us know what happened that game. I'd love to get the breakdown.
What were
from
you doing? Quarters 1 through 3.5. or
Yeah. Did
whatever,
you have
halfway
the
through
under,
third?
and then you decided we got to hit the over here? That's what it feels like.
Ah,
That's what it feels like.
mm,
People are asking Dick Dixon. Not that you would do that. You're a good man.
nay, a great man.
Just accusing this man, and then you're like, no, you wouldn't do that. You're a good man.
Hey, we're number 18. I'm not going to act like he would do that.
I hate to keep going back to it, but their quarterback threw 72 passes in that game.
72?
72 passes.
Who was their quarterback?
Levi Brown.
Why does that sound familiar?
That name sounds familiar.
He was 34 of 72.
Ooh.
Is that a record?
Oh.
I don't think Graham Harrell even sniffed that at Texas Tech.
72. My God. All right.
That's good.
Oof.
What a nice
Drive
flashback.
down memory lane.
That's not even a flashback for me. That's the first time I've ever heard it.
Did you just not watch LSU when you were playing?
I didn't watch a lot of college football when I was playing. No.
I didn't dive in and watch.
I would watch it.
For sure.
We were in the team facility a lot, for a majority of Saturday. I wasn't locked into college football.
We were West Coast, so we were practicing early.
Yeah.
And when we finished up is right when the noon games were Eastern time were starting.
Yeah. So we were probably most of our Saturday routine. We were in the facility at 7:30, 8. We were there till probably noon.
Yeah.
And then we were at the hotel at 4 or 5, something like that. Yeah. So I wasn't racing home to. Again, when I was playing in the league, I just didn't watch a lot of college football. I cheered for LSU, obviously.
Doesn't sound like it. All right, we'll be back. More OTB when we come back here on 104.5.
Off the bench.
Just playing ball, bro. Had a job.
You also got a job to cheer on the Tigers. Go to PelicanRoof.com, website for Pelican Roofing. There on the homepage, you can see all the 5-star reviews on Google and Yelp and Facebook. You can see individual testimonials as well. If you're watching this on YouTube, you see those right there in front of you. But a great tool they have, we tell you all the time, Instant Roof Quote. If you need a new roof and you're wondering what that cost is going to be, you type in your address, it outlines your roof and gives you a great idea of what that's going to cost. And they also have, Matthew, financing options on the homepage at PelicanRoof.com.
Yeah, they sure do. You can start getting that quote online like Jake said, but when you have to put in a new roof or you have to replace your current roof, it's a big decision. It's a big decision for you, big decision for your family. So go to their website. You can start the financing options right there. So 0% financing for up to 21 months on qualified buyers. So go check it out today. See how they can fix your roof. See how they can help you. PelicanRoof.com.
Orthopedic surgeon Dr. James Andrews to create the Ochsner Andrews Orthopedics and Sports Medicine Institute. Whether you're a professional athlete or a weekend warrior, our team of specialists are dedicated to getting you back in the game. So whatever your reasons are for reaching your personal best, we've only got one: you. Ochsner Andrews Institute. Long live you.
When it comes to industrial construction, River Parish Contractors can do it all. Mechanical, structural, custom fabrication, specialized welding, and turnaround services. Strategically located in between Baton Rouge and New Orleans, we have the local team with the experience and commitment to safety to manage the most complex industrial projects. Period. Here's the deal. Partnering with us means your project is delivered on time, on budget, and most important, safely. River Parish Contractors, let's get building.
At Sunshine, we know what you see when you look at your land. Where others may see dirt, you see the foundation you've built your life on. It's hallowed ground. It's past, present, and future. We're proud to provide quality John Deere equipment to help you maintain the land you love. Check out our current promotions and learn more about what it means to be powered by sunshine at sunequip.com.
My father, J.B. Falgu, had a vision of growth for First American Bank and the communities we serve. The bank's foundation was built on his legacy of compassion, loyalty, and dedication. Through his years of leadership, First American has prospered to heights even J.B. could not have imagined. I know my father would be extremely proud of the customer service and financial stability that First American provides to Southeast Louisiana. We continue to thrive because of the legacy of J.B. Falgu.
Looking for cleaner energy? Propane is energy for everyone. Propane water heaters are very cost efficient, and the savings are even greater with a tankless propane water heater. We all know that Louisiana propane is a safe and environmentally friendly fuel. So why not go green while you save some green? I'm Miss Louisiana, Gabrielle McLeod, and for more information, visit louisianapropane.com.
Breck teamed up to reimagine your parks, and you imagined big. With your help, we went to work, creating 12 beautiful community parks across the parish. A family-sized water park, miles and miles of trails, and parks just for your dogs. There are more places to splash, to explore, to run wild.
I bet you never heard old Marshall Dillon say, Miss Kitty, have you ever thought of running away? Settling down, would you marry me? If I ask you twice and beg you pretty please, she'd have said yes in a New York.
From players to legends, Hester and Flynn break down LSU football like only champions can.
As he rode away, he never hung his hat up at Kitty's place. I should have been a cowboy. I should have learned to roll around. Wearing my 6 shoe, riding my.
All right, welcome back in. It is OTB. Been telling you about our new partner, Pala, over the last couple of days. For over 52 years, they've been building confidence from steel fabrication, precision piping, tanks, vessels, helical piles, to a full-scale industrial construction and maintenance. Pala delivers results you can trust. Employee-owned, relationship-driven. Learn more at palagroup.com. Going a little country today. All right.
What were you just doing?
I was pouring one out.
Oh,
For Toby.
Oh, for
okay.
Toby.
I was like, what is happening?
Love Toby. We were just
When I
talking
was
about
young, I didn't understand. I don't know what I was thinking, dreaming in cartoons and such.
Sure.
But, I used to think the song was about the Dallas Cowboys. And it used to make me mad because I'm like, who would want to play for them? Swear to God.
Fair point.
I thought this was about the Dallas Cowboys. I was like 6.
Yeah.
Jerry would have been in it if it was actually that's required.
it is wild to me that people from Shreveport wouldn't be Cowboys fans.
There's some for sure.
Yeah.
But for me, regardless of how many jokes y'all want to pop off, I'm from Louisiana, and Louisiana meant I was going to be a Saints fan. So it doesn't matter which part of the state you're from. If you're from Louisiana, I always felt like you should be a Saints fan first.
Okay.
I never understood anybody being a fan of anybody else.
Mm-hmm.
You're from Louisiana. It's like, my guy Bunky Perkins and our guy Ben Mintz. Good guys. Love to chop it up with Bunk. But he's from Shreveport. He went to Ole Miss. So you betrayed Louisiana.
So they're dead to you.
This week.
For sure. Okay. Yeah. Well, I'm from Texas. I went to LSU.
Yeah, but it's different. Because you had, Texas, it's not like.
So you're saying I'm a traitor, but I'm your traitor.
No. So for Louisiana, it's LSU and it's the Saints.
Mm-hmm.
For you got Baylor, you got A&M.
A lot of choices.
You got Tech, you got Texas,
Stephen F. Austin.
You got 8-4. So, you got a lot. So it's not one thing. You could be a Texas fan.
A&M.
You can be a Cowboys fan. Well,
Yeah, that's
Oilers
what it
for
is.
you.
Is that what it is?
East Texas A&M.
What's the Commerce one?
That's what it was.
Okay, that's what it was.
Yeah.
Yep.
It used to be Texas A&M Commerce.
Yep.
And the Saints were my team until I got drafted, and the Chargers gave me a couple dollars I never had before.
And we're back.
Changed my life.
And we're back.
And now we're back rooting for Spencer Rattler and the Saints.
Saints money line this week.
Didn't say that. It's hard to make that money.
I'll take it.
I want y'all to know. I was watching
right.
ESPN yesterday, the national show. Somebody had it as their lock of the week, taking the Saints plus 16.5.
Who?
I don't remember.
I'm doing it.
I wasn't that locked in.
Oh, yeah? My lock of the week, I'm taking the Bills minus 16.5.
How'd our NFL plays do?
Didn't we miss one? Or
We missed one in college, Tay. I think we're 2-2 in NFL because I think you and I went 2-0.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I missed because I missed Packers.
It was a bad week.
y'all.
Yeah, Flynn went 1-1 and Tay was.
I went 0-2.
I don't
Bad
want to
week.
acknowledge it, but I am.
Don't jinx yourself.
Okay.
Do it. No, you have to.
Now you have to.
I'm kind of on a heater.
Okay.
You are on a heater.
All right, hey.
Big time. Big
Knock
time.
on wood. I'm
knock on
kind
wood.
of on a heater.
Got to knock on wood.
Matt, your Houston Texans,
Taylor's on the opposite
they
of
got
a
to
heater.
get their first win this week, right?
Who are they playing?
The Tennessee Titans.
They better get their first win this week. Do you think if they get their first win, do you think C.J. Stroud is going to big brother Cam Ward?
He did it to Caleb Williams. He did it to Caleb Williams.
He should learn his lesson not to do that again.
Hey,
Did you
bro.
send the graphic the other day where it was like since that moment? Or was
Somebody
it one of
did.
you?
Somebody did it in the group. I don't remember who it
Yeah,
was.
and it was like since that moment.
Yeah, Caleb's
me find
stats.
it.
Actually, Anthony Richardson has better stats than C.J. Stroud
LOL.
over the last
So here's a
handful of games.
I sent it.
I like CJ.
I like CJ too. I think he's had moments, but right now not playing really good. If it was today, you think the Texans are re-signing him to a long-term contract?
Alondra, give us those stats real quick before we make up our mind on re-signing him.
Yeah, so since the moment that CJ Stroud, if we don't remember, he little broed Caleb Williams. I don't think he meant to, but it came off that way.
Yeah.
He was like, you got this, bro. CJ Stroud has 3,832 yards, 19 touchdowns, and 15 interceptions. Caleb Williams has 3,989 yards, 27 touchdowns, and only 5 interceptions.
Really?
Since that moment.
CJ's playing bad.
Dude,
Like Anthony Richardson has better stats than him. Like in the last, what,
Those are
15
pretty
games?
good stats you just gave for
For
Caleb
Caleb
Williams,
Williams.
who gets poo-pooed on a lot.
He gets poo-pooed on a lot.
Did you have completion
Because
percentage
he
in there?
also, like,
No.
takes a lot of sacks and
Well,
there's
and
other
the-
things.
Yeah.
I promise you, go look at completion
Let's see.
percentage. It's probably
Well, I don't know since that
Probably
moment,
not.
but yeah.
Yeah.
not as great as you think. He didn't
Yeah,
turn the ball
please.
over a lot.
Right.
But
I mean, what was it, 27 to 5? 27 touchdowns to 5?
Yeah.
And that's pretty
Oh, yeah, that's
pretty
good.
strong.
Versus
Pretty strong.
19 to 15.
But to answer your question, no, absolutely not. You can't. Because you have a good defense. Again, you gave up 20 to the Bucs 2 weeks ago.
Yep.
You've given up 20, 17, and 14, I think, and you're 0-3. You can't re-sign him to a long-term deal.
And 12 months ago, it was a foregone conclusion.
12 months ago, people were saying he was a top 10 quarterback.
Foregone conclusion, it was guaranteed that he was, all right, you're going to make 50, 55 a year.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's not overreact. It's 3 games.
Yeah,
I believe.
The
Well,
Texans-
last year wasn't.
I was going to say, wasn't
great
last
first
year?
year.
Yeah. Last year he had
last year was worse than year 1. This year's worse than
Come
year
on,
2.
CJ.
So-
We got some nice cards of yours. Come on.
Look, Matt, they've scored 9, 19,
I
and
give all my
10.
Texans to you.
9, 19, and 10.
That's their 3-game total. Yeah, like their
Only one way
defense
to
is
go.
really good.
Only one way to go, buddy.
Yeah, true.
To the moon.
Old.
A lot of people had him as kind of a dark horse Super Bowl contender this year.
This year?
Yeah. And I say a lot. I heard like 2 people talking about it.
Was your son Huck one of them? Who's a
Oh, yeah,
Texans
for sure.
fan?
Huxon loves the Texans. So I'm hoping they turn it around for his sake. I can't see that disappointment in his eyes when the Texans only score 7 points a game. I don't think he really cares as long as Derek Stingley gets a pick.
That's fair.
To be honest. Big Derek Stingley guy.
You know who does have a quarterback?
Oh, God.
Bush League Bolts, baby. Bush League Bolts.
I did not want to direct this combo to the Chargers.
Yeah.
You're going to be insufferable this year.
Yep. All them times you hated on me. We've been doing this together for 8 years. And all those jokes you popped off, just been snatching them from
Still
my
valid.
memory
They're
bank.
still valid.
Snatching them.
Can't erase history, buddy.
Yeah, but you can move forward to the future.
You can move forward to the future.
And we didn't lose to the Browns.
Not yet.
That's not a good look.
Not yet.
Yeah.
I don't know if they play them.
I mean, the Browns
Is
got
Joe Flacco their savior?
Some people
No,
are
but it'll keep
talking.
them above water.
Oh, beat
They
the
got a
Packers.
pretty good defense, and Flacco's
Yeah, they do.
actually playing
I mean-
pretty
They
good.
do. Grant Delpit's playing out of his mind.
Great player.
By the way, somebody we don't talk enough about, former
True.
Tiger.
Jordan
Whoa.
Love did gift him a pick. Like, gifted him a pick.
Wasn't even
last
really
year.
talking about the interception.
Yeah, he is playing
I'm
well.
talking about just coming down here on the run game, playing good coverage.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're going to give me a free one, Jordan,
mean-
I'll take it.
Flacco actually wasn't that great.
No,
come on. Oh, he's great. He's great.
They didn't score until the fourth quarter.
Listen. Look, 142 yards, no touchdowns, and a pick. Like,
well, how does his stats against that Packer defense compare to like Jared Goff's stats against the Packers?
Right.
Packers
I mean,
defense
in fairness, yeah,
is completely elite. I would say probably the top defense in the league right now.
It might be the Browns.
I mean, they're pretty good.
That's the ugliest uniform I think I've ever seen.
Which one's the Browns?
Yeah.
They're also black. That's not brown. I mean, those are dark.
That's a fact. Black is not brown.
No, I'm saying like
Nice.
those
Nice.
uniforms, like they were not brown.
They're bad. And you lost to a team in those uniforms with Joe Flacco as their quarterback. And on that note, we'll take a break. Or OTB when we come back.
Off the bench.
All right, go to trashrangers.com. Once you go to the website, remember you can sign up for residential commercial service right there at the bottom of the website. You can also check out information on those roll-off dumpsters. The brand new website's got great tabs for everything that we're talking about. Also, Flynn's going to tell you about the sanitation part of Trash Rangers, but when you go to the website, always remember you can find all that information. You can check out, the clients that they work with. You can check out all the reviews at the bottom of the website as well. You can contact them at 225-612-2477.
That's right, trashrangers.com. And Jake just said they got a brand new website right there because they've added something to their list of services, which is their sanitation. Trash Ranger Sanitation is their portable toilet business. For your business, festival, concert, fair, or construction site, go local. Call Trash Ranger Sanitation and flush away those national companies. For more info, go to trashrangers.com. That's trashrangers.com. Trash Ranger Sanitation, we're number one at picking up number two.
Man, age is just a number. Don't let it dictate how you feel. Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness has anti-aging services that can help you look and feel your best. Visit yourgoodwood.com and discover a renewed sense of vitality.
104.5 ESPN Baton Rouge and First American Bank and Trust bring you the Heart of the Game Award, recognizing student athletes who deliver when it counts. Nominate your game day standout at 1045ESPN.com by the 21st. We'll choose 5 male and 5 female finalists, and then it's up to the fans to vote for the winners. Each winner gets a $250 gift card, a custom award, and the spotlight they've earned. Presented by First American Bank and Trust, a banking tradition since 1910.
At Auctioner, we know healing is a team sport. That's why we've partnered with world-renowned orthopedic surgeon Dr. James Andrews to create the Auctioner Andrews Orthopedics and Sports Medicine Institute. Whether you're a professional athlete or a weekend warrior, our team of specialists are dedicated to getting you back in the game. So whatever your reasons are for reaching your personal best, we've only got one: you. Auctioner Andrews Institute. Long live you.
Family owned and community driven.
Service Chevrolet Cadillac, a legacy you can trust since 1972. Service Chevrolet Cadillac, our family serving your family.
For over 50 years.
At Luba Workers' Comp, our journey began over 30 years ago with a simple belief: our clients come first.
At Luba, our business has always been focused on people, not policies.
Through every success and challenge, we've continued to grow because we've stayed true to our values, committed to providing you with genuine dependability.
Because your well-being is more than a priority. It's our purpose.
Hey, it's Matt Moscona inviting you to join us for Friday's AFR from Don Juan Cigar Bar, presented by Got Lit Light Installers, because everything looks better when it's lit. We'll see you Friday, 3 to 6 from Don Juan Cigar Bar, presented by Got Lit Light Installers.
Gulf Coast Bank and Trust is giving our customers the power to bank anywhere, anytime during this challenging event. And we're right there with you. Our mobile banking app is a smart way to manage your money and time. Gulf Coast Bank and Trust, the bank that cares about you.
Flight by Yingling is raising the bar by crafting the next generation of light beer. With only 2.6 carbs and 95 calories, this is premium.
I brought flowers to your door last night.
Tigers turn talkers. This is Off the Bench.
You say I'm not welcome here. I know it ought to be perfectly clear, but I can't help but wonder what it might be like if I had 2 dozen roses and an open bottle of wine. If I really could have hung the moon, would it change your mind?
All right, welcome back in OTB on this Thursday morning. I'll say it. Probably my favorite country song. Like 90s country.
Sir Bubba shot the jukebox.
Ooh, that's
like
a
them
good
both?
question.
Those are yeah,
you
like
will
them both.
definitely hear Bubba
You'll go to
today.
those quick.
He does.
You will definitely. You'll hear both of them today.
Remember, like back.
Ooh, I don't know. That's a tough question. I'll get back to you.
Remember, like back in college, maybe like into high school, but definitely in college, where it was super cool to download an MP3 as your ringtone.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. I wish that was still a trend. But what song did you have?
Probably some Justin Timberlake. Actually, if I'm being honest with myself, probably some Timberlake.
Because you had to jump through a few hoops, and sometimes you had to pay like 90 cents or 99 cents or whatever
I had
to
a Jay-Z
buy that
song
ringtone.
one time. Yeah.
I had a Nickelback song one time.
Hell yeah.
That tracks.
Mm-hmm.
Which one?
What is it?
Sounds like you really liked it.
Rockstar.
Yeah, Rockstar.
Yeah, Rockstar.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was that one.
Good
'Cause
one.
I thought it was funny.
All right, Tay-Tay, going to throw it to you. We now know who the starting quarterback for the Ole Miss Rebels is going to be after having a long discussion about a 2-quarterback situation and which one LSU was going to prepare for. We don't have to worry about that, at least at the beginning of the game.
Shocker of the century, guys. It's going to be Trinidad Chambliss. Look, we were playing interviews on Tuesday, and I don't remember if it was Patrick Payton or Mansour Delane, but I asked about the 2-quarterback system. He goes, well, I mean, the guy we're pretty sure starting, like he's the runner and everything. They've been preparing for this guy all week long. Like, I kind of feel like we all saw this coming.
They ready.
It's the right move by Ole Miss. It is. Like, Simmons hasn't been bad, but he certainly hasn't been great. He already had 4 interceptions on the season. When we saw him come in a couple of games ago, he threw a pass, but he could barely walk out there. I mean, he was spatted as heavy as you possibly could be.
Right.
The last thing that you would want is your quarterback is a sitting duck against this LSU defense. It makes all the sense in the world. And Chambliss has been playing great as well. Like, you know, relative to who the opponent has been, he's taken advantage of what they've given him. Now, Arkansas's defense isn't great. I haven't done a deep dive into Tulane's defense really to be able to tell how good they are.
Yep.
But to his credit, he's come in and he's made a ton of plays. He's made them with his arm. He's made them with his legs. And I would want somebody that could create on their own if I'm having to go against this LSU defense.
Yeah, so I'm watching him play, and a great name, by the way. He doesn't do a lot of creating in the passing game. So I haven't seen him drop back to throw and create that way. What they're doing is they are purposefully running him on a lot of quarterback sweeps, a lot of read options, a lot of jet sweep read option. So most of the yardage he's getting with his legs is on purpose. There's not a whole lot of creating he's doing with his legs. Now, let me tell you, there's a lot of he's had a lot of yards, and there's a big caveat for me watching this kid play. Yes, he is fast. Yes, he is dangerous. You have to be disciplined on defense, or he can gash you.
Yeah.
But if you are disciplined, this guy cannot beat you. He's playing well. But Arkansas's defense is bad. Like, bad. I don't know what their stats is. I've watched this game, Ole Miss versus Arkansas. They are not a good defensive football team. And he took
When you say two bads, it's like when we say fast.
Yeah, they're bad. Like people running wide open all over the place. They can't cover one-on-one. And so what Lane Kiffin did in this game was he barely threw the ball in the first half.
Yeah.
I think the kid ends up with over 300 yards passing. But they barely threw the ball in the first half. And so what does that make you do? It makes you load the box, create one-on-one matchups, and they took advantage of that because they just couldn't cover.
Right.
But I don't see a lot of dynamic plays that he's making with his feet in the passing game. From a passing standpoint, yes, he's made some reads, but Lane Kiffin's called some really good, set up some really good plays, and they've taken advantage of him. I'm not going to say he's the greatest passer in the world. Even a lot of the passes he hits, a lot of it's back shoulder, a lot of it's underthrown, but they're just so wide open. Like, there's some plays out there, but if LSU plays defense disciplined, if they stay in their gaps and don't allow them to kind of trick you from a zone read standpoint, that you don't allow them to get that extra blocker in there on a quarterback sweep. If you knock that out, you knock that option out, this kid cannot beat you.
Arkansas is 12th in the SEC in passing yards per game. They are 14th in total yards per game, and they're 14th in total points per game given up, and they are 15th in rushing yards per game given up, to your point about Ole Miss's offensive success against Arkansas. Now, Ole Miss's success does lead to that, obviously. That helps. But Ole Miss, though, is dead last in the SEC in rushing yards given up per game. Right now, they are in last place in the SEC by 33 yards. Arkansas gives up 157.5 on the ground per game at 15th. Ole Miss gives up 190.5 yards per game on the ground. Now, we all know LSU at times has struggled to run the football. Can they take advantage of that? You're going to be like Caden Durham sounds like he's a game-time decision. I don't really know where his health is. It's an ankle on a running back. I don't have any inside information, but it feels like it's going to be, I don't want to say a long shot, but it would be maybe a surprise if he is able to go. Can you take advantage of them being the worst rushing defense in the SEC by 33 yards? Sorry. 43 yards. I keep saying 33.
So is that the average?
No, 33. Yeah.
The average yards given up in a game.
190.5, yeah.
Okay. Well, yeah, you better. I mean, you have to get, like, if you want to get where you want to go this year as an LSU football team, you have to get the running game right. There's just there's no other way around it. Like, there's no other clear way to state it. If you want to win a national championship, you have to have a running game. So if you're not going to have a running game versus statistically the worst running defense in the SEC, how do you think you're going to fare against not the worst running defense? So you have to get it going, and it does hurt that your starting running back is probably going to be out, but you got guys. You can
even
create.
if he's not out, he's still going to be limited. You would think.
Nothing is ever perfect in the beginning of a season. You're figuring out who you are. You have a good idea preseason. You have a good idea leading up to the season start. But there's always things to work on. That nothing is going to be perfect. And things you think are perfect sometimes at the beginning of the year really aren't. You just made a couple of plays and it really wasn't shored up. You got lucky a couple of times. There's things you have to get better on, and there's things you will get better on. And there's things you must get better on if you want to accomplish the goals that you have set for your team. The running game must be fixed if you want to win a national championship. And that's the goal right now. That is the goal. The goal is not to be a great team. The goal is not to be a good team and have a successful year and have a winning record and only have 2 losses on the year. The goal is to win a national championship. They said it themselves before the season started. That is the goal. They are not apologizing for that goal. and they shouldn't. But if you want to do it, you better figure it out, and you better figure it out quickly because the schedule is ramping up right now. And we know LSU's talented. We know they're good. But to our point earlier in the show, with the record that the opponents that you've beaten have to date, we really don't know how good this team is. We think they're really good. We think they have the potential to win that national championship. Well, now it's time to prove it.
Now, there's some chat going on in our Bayou Ford chat, and this team is different from the Les Miles teams that had incredible defenses, and you just hope the offense can make a play, like kind of what we're talking about here. This is just an offense that has made some plays. They can certainly make more. They certainly have not hit their stride yet, but it is a different feeling than when you would watch those teams under Les. They were going to play smothering defense, but it looked like it was either illegal or very painful to throw a forward pass. This isn't that.
This isn't that at all. I mean, this is an offense that has maybe not this year's, but the same players last year have proven to be explosive and to be able to make those plays. And, there's talent oozing everywhere. So, and coaches with the mindset of throwing it. So how much did we don't even talk about the torso thing, but how much did that play a role? Well, it doesn't matter. But again, things at the beginning of the year, there's always stuff to work on, to get better, to fix, and you always improve. So it's time to start hitting that stride, but that running game has to improve. And what a good week it would be against the Ole Miss Rebels.
If you're wondering where LSU ranks as far as giving up yards on the ground, they're third in the SEC, 64 yards on the ground per game. Points per game, LSU is also third in the SEC, only behind Texas at 7.8, Oklahoma at 9, and you're giving up 9.3 yards per game. As far as passing yards, I believe last time I checked, you were 7th in the SEC, and you're giving up only 182 yards through the air, but certainly being very stingy on the ground. Total yards, you were 4th in the SEC, only giving up 246.3 total yards per game. So LSU defense certainly has been dominant, certainly has been incredibly dominant when it comes to stopping the rushing attack, and that's what Ole Miss wants to do first and foremost. And so we'll see which one of those is going to win out in Oxford. All right, we will take a break. Just a reminder, we do have Patrick Willis joining us, former Ole Miss linebacker, National Football League Hall of Famer. That's going to be at 8:30, so still a lot coming your way. Stay locked in here with us. It is OTB.
Off the bench.
All right, go to All-Star Toyota of BatonRouge.com. Speaking of Oxford, Mississippi, if you want to head that way and it's Thursday and you're like, well, it's too late to rent a Toyota, that is not the case. You can call Miss Lisa Sessions today in that rental department and you can get that reserved. Every vehicle that you see on the website, as far as buying new and leasing, you also can rent. Go to the website to find out more information. It's per day rental prices. Each vehicle is going to have its own price attached to it. So you'll see it on the website. Reserve today, allstartoyota.com.
Yeah, do you want a car that is efficient? Do you want a car that is safe? Do you want a car that is cool? Maybe you want a car that goes fast. Whatever it is, whatever your need is, whatever your thinking is, if it is that time of life when you just got to upgrade, when you got to get a new car. So whether it's a brand new car, whether it's a used car or a long-term lease, go visit them today. Go see how they can help you. Go get you a new car. Go get you a Toyota. All-Star Toyota, BatonRouge.com.
Flight by Yingling is raising the bar by crafting the next generation of light beer. With only 2.6 carbs and 95 calories, this is premium refreshment 6 generations in the making. Flight by Yingling. Raise the bar.
I'm Gabrielle McLeod on behalf of the Louisiana Propane Dealers. I have spent hundreds of hours preparing for scholarship competitions. That preparation paid off when I won the Fitness and Talent Awards along with the title of Miss Louisiana. The Louisiana Propane Dealers are also pretty talented and want you to be prepared for when the power goes out. Visit louisianapropane.com to find out about propane generators and other safety tips. Louisiana Propane, it truly is the fuel for our future.
ED, low T, or simply seeking to optimize your health and performance? Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness offers a range of discreet services to address your specific needs. We empower men to reclaim their health and confidence. Visit yourgoodwood.com.
These are the luckiest ice cubes in the world. They could have been a thankless bed for an all-you-can-eat salad bar. But instead, they've been called upon to cradle and cool a crisp, refreshing Dos Equis. Huh. Looks like the lucky just got luckier. Dos Equis.
We typically think of stress as being bad for us. At Our Lady of the Lake and LSU, we are researching how certain types of stress, such as exercise, can be good for our immune health. By studying people under extreme stress, such as athletes, astronauts, service members, and first responders, we're learning how to improve the immune health of everyone. That's the power of research. That's the impact of champions. Together, we roar.
In South Louisiana, you can always count on good people coming together to help our children.
At Dreams Come True, we grant wishes for Louisiana children with life-threatening illnesses. But to do this, we need funds.
That's why we're trying to raise $100,000 for Dreams Come True by giving away the Blessed Children's School.
Make your backyard's dream come true while helping our kids.
Just go to dreampoolla.com and you can find out how your $25 donation might help win you a Duplessis pool.
When it comes to choosing energy for your family and your home, make the smart choice with natural gas. You can count on efficient and affordable natural gas to keep you comfortable and reduce your environmental impact to help protect our planet. Together, we're fueling our energy future. Atmos Energy.
Gulf Coast Bank and Trust is giving our customers the power to bank anywhere, anytime during this challenging event. And we're right there with you.
2007 champs, purple and gold to the core. This is Off the Bench with Hester and Flynn, Baton Rouge's go-to for all things Louisiana sports.
Should have used red. I believe it was in John Deere green. What Diffie said.
How much do you think John Deere paid for that name placement?
Probably none. Probably just
none.
Reap the benefit of it, honestly.
What else would it be? Kubota, orange? No,
I mean, she thinks my tractor's sexy. Probably got John Deere some love. You know? That's Skinny Kenny. Kenny Chesney.
Oh, Skinny Kenny.
Yeah.
Kenny.
Oh my God, they killed Kenny.
You're really seeing squirrels today there, buddy.
You got big green tractor, Jason Aldean, too. That green tractor's got to be John Deere.
All right.
I don't know if I've heard that one.
Yeah, you've
heard it.
It could be a custom paint job. I'm digging the music today. Loving it.
Yeah, a little nostalgia, you know. Throw it back. I know the only bad part is though, I kind of just want to like let it ride like we're a radio station.
Yeah.
Like we're turning into the Tiger over here.
DJ.
I guess we do need to talk sports here.
Sure. I actually have been looking at some film. So when we come back next hour, I want to get into some film watching. How's that sound?
I am down for that. And you've pointed out a couple things for Ole Miss and their defense that are highly intriguing. to me. So I'm looking forward to seeing what this offensive performance for LSU is. How do they attack this Ole Miss defense? Because the chess match that everybody's watching is on the other side. I understand that. Me too. Blake Baker versus Lane Kiffin. But in a game like that, where you know both of those sides of the football, respectively, are going to make their plays, oftentimes it's the undercard, Ole Miss's defense versus LSU's offense, that could be the deciding factor in the game.
Oh, 100%. And it is time for the LSU offense to pick up where it left off last year. It's time for them to hit their stride, be explosive, get their running game going, because Ole Miss's defense, where they're pretty good, they can make some plays. They got a little talent here and there. They're not as close to being as talented as LSU's offense. So LSU, if they take their if they can hit their stride, which they need to, it needs to start becoming an offensive show a little bit. This is a good week to do it, because I don't think that Ole Miss's defense has the talent or the skill set to keep up with LSU's offense or compete with them if we can execute in the running game and the passing game.
All right, watching a little tape when we come back here on OTB.
Off the bench.
All right, go to yourgoodwood.com. Of course, has a website for Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness. Once you go to the website, remember you can book your consultation. You can find a full list of services, different pricing options right there on the homepage. And you should not live life with fear or embarrassment, because Goodwood's going to help you get to the bottom of whatever issue you have going on. 225-4GD-WOOD, open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. until 5 p.m. right there on Drusilla Lane in Baton Rouge. Yourgoodwood.com.
Yeah, man, we're talking to you. We're talking directly to you. Yeah, you listening. If you're a man, things happen. As you get older, things stop working the same. So don't live life like that. Don't live life with mediocrity. Don't settle for anything. So go to their website, see their list of services, book a risk-free consultation, embarrassment-free consultation, because everybody's got problems they deal with. At Your Goodwood, they can help fix it. Yourgoodwood.com.
My father, J.B. Falgu, had a vision of growth for First American Bank and the communities we serve. The bank's foundation was built on his legacy of compassion, loyalty, and dedication. Through his years of leadership, First American has prospered to heights even J.B. could not have imagined. I know my father would be extremely proud of the customer service and financial stability that First American provides to Southeast Louisiana. We continue to thrive because of the legacy of J.B. Falgu.
River Parish Contractors has immediate openings for structural steel shop fabricators. Call or text Big Jake today at 318-547-1000 or go to rpcontractors.com and click on employment. River Parish Contractors. Let's get building.
Hey, it's Matt Moscona inviting you to join us for Friday's AFR from Don Juan Cigar Bar, presented by Got Lit Light Installers, because everything looks better when it's lit. We'll see you Friday, 3 to 6 from Don Juan Cigar Bar, presented by Got Lit Light Installers.
Today, we are shaping tomorrow.
We are researching how extreme stress impacts the immune system, from trauma victims to athletes and even astronauts.
Our work is leading the way in sepsis treatment, saving countless lives.
We're unlocking the mind with music in exciting new ways.
Our Lady of the Lake Health and LSU are improving the health of our state.
That's the impact of champions.
Imagine the impact we'll have on the future. Together, we roar.
At Luba Workers' Comp, our journey began over 30 years ago with a simple belief. Our clients come first.
At Luba, our business has always been focused on people, not policies.
Through every success and challenge, we've continued to grow because we've stayed true to our values, committed to providing you with genuine dependability.
Because your well-being is more than a priority. It's our purpose.
Hi, this is Beth Serena. Welcome to my pool. The first time I saw this beautiful pool, it exceeded every expectation that I had. They were able to get everything we wanted in this pool. It is a beautiful pool. We live out here, we eat out here, we watch TV out here. This is like our living room outside. We love this pool and everything about it. When we decided to build our pool, we called a great friend who is one of the best pool builders in the country in North Louisiana, and we said, who would you choose to build a pool in Baton Rouge? And without a hesitation, he told us Russell pools. He said their history, tradition of great builds, great pools was unmatched. So of course, who did we call? Russell Pools. The advice I would give to anyone looking to build a pool is first call Russell Pools. They'll do an incredible job. It'll be incredibly organized. It'll be time efficient, and you will have your pool in no time.
Breck teamed up to reimagine your parks, and you imagined big. With your help, we went to work, creating 12 beautiful community parks across the parish.
Good morning. It's 8 a.m. here on Thursday, September 25th. Today in Baton Rouge, you can expect partly cloudy skies with a high of 85. In hour 2 of today's show, we'll do a little film breakdown as we inch closer to LSU versus Ole Miss. You can follow us on Twitter or Instagram at OTB_ESPN and watch us on YouTube at the 104.5 ESPN channel. Hour number 2 of Off the Bench starts now.
All-Star Toyota presents Off the Bench with Jacob Hester and Matt Flynn.
Okay, here we go.
Where the plays get broken down and science gets denied.
Hey, they said I got to come off the bench.
Hour 2 of Off the Bench, live from downtown Baton Rouge, starts now.
All right, welcome back in. Hour number 2 of OTB. All right, so just to set up the rest of the show, we moved a couple things around. So Jeff Watson and Will Helmers will join us at 8:15 from the G team. Talk a little NIL with them. Again, at 8:15, we've got Chef Michael Johnson to answer your munchie questions at 9:15, and we'll catch up with NFL Hall of Famer Patrick Willis at 9:30. So still a lot coming your way here.
Big show.
We're going to watch a little tape, watch a little film here, but we did have a question coming in. Got this one that I wanted to throw your way. How will LSU get all of their blitz packages in when Ole Miss is going in hyperspeed? As we know, they try to get to the ball as fast as anybody in the country, and that's one of the reasons why there's a misconception of the Ole Miss offense. Everyone just assumes that because you go fast, you throw the football. Now, they'll throw the football, but they want to run it way more than they throw it.
Sure.
So, that's a part of it. But defensively, when you're as aggressive as LSU is and you're throwing all different blitzes and you're coming from everywhere, you're coming from safety, you're coming from corner cats. Certainly the linebackers are very active. The star position, Matthews, is very active. How does LSU get all of that in if Ole Miss is trying to go fast? And can you be as aggressive when they're going fast?
The answer to that question is you can't put everything in. You can't do every single look you want to do. Ole Miss likes to go fast, but they are doing a lot of get to the ball fast and then see what happens. They're going to check with me on the sideline. They're going to get the play calls. They're going to get signals. So you do have time to make some calls. But what you're doing right now throughout the week is you are hyper-focused on the communication between the linebackers and the defensive backs. You're working on your signaling. You're working on your calls. You're working in practice all week long about, okay, I got one linebacker. He's got the green dot on his head. He's getting the call. We're also signaling from the sideline, probably to the DBs. DB coaches are, notorious for signaling to the corners and the safeties, and they relay it to the other guys. But you're making sure you're communicating. If you want to run a full plethora of blitz packages, it has to be communicate, communicate, communicate. because they get to the line of scrimmage, and that's what a fast-paced offense wants to do.
Yeah.
They want to make your defenses as vanilla as possible.
Right.
They want to make it vanilla as possible, and then they also want to get a good look at what you're trying to do, and then the coach can make the check with me's or the audibles or the alerts or whatever it is instead of putting it on the quarterback's shoulders. But just because they go fast to the line of scrimmage doesn't necessarily mean they snap the ball fast. I'd like to see what their average snap on the time on the play clock is, because a lot of times there's people rush to the line of scrimmage, but they still snap the ball with 10 to 15 seconds left on the play clock, right? So it's not necessarily – so usually you will have time to make adjustments, but the communication is paramount between the linebacker
and now it is easier in college football because you got the green dot, right? Harold Perkins wearing the green dot.
Easier,
and
right?
You got communication in your helmet. And so, like, now it falls on, Perk to be able to get the call in, and you could code word a lot of your blitzes too. Hey, every word that we say that starts with this letter is going to be this blitz. It doesn't have to just be, hey, corner cat.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, we're bringing strike, salmon safety, strike. It doesn't have to be that.
Right.
I mean, it can be something that is a code word for you. And Ole Miss, they're college students. They're not going to be able to pick up on your code words within one game.
Yep.
It's just not going to happen.
Yep.
So you can still get it done.
Right.
And you can get everything you done without having – now, you can hand signal some if you want to. Again, college kids aren't going to pick up a ton of that. LSU hasn't had to do that because Clemson didn't go fast on the road. Every other game's been a home game, so they've been able to communicate pretty easily. So if you handle it right and if you prepare right, it will be a challenge, but it won't be impossible.
It won't be impossible, but again, it's like if we're a team that doesn't go – like when you play a normal team, you can have maybe 20 different blitzes in. You go a game like this, you want to communicate. You're probably going to communicate 4, 5, maybe 6. Now, when you get a chance to slow down, if there's a timeout on the field, then that's when you can call your exotics. But like when you're going to go into the game in a hurry-up situation when they're speeding to the ball, where they have that fastball mentality on offense, you're going to go in there with 4, 5, maybe 6.
Right.
And then, but exotics available, TV timeouts on the field, injury timeouts.
Yeah. I do think that LSU – and actually I'd love to ask Blake Baker this. I do think that LSU's players have the ability to get the call, and the player that's not actually blitzing has the ability to show these blitzing and move around, and they give them that option as long as they end up where they're supposed to. Because, like, if you're Blake Baker, you're not, hey, on this play, Wes Weeks, I want you to kind of stutter up a little bit, act like you're maybe coming, and wait, it's actually you that's going to be blitzing. I think they just do a really good job of understanding where their blitz is coming from, and it's like in the NFL we call it rock and roll, right? And it's a version of that, but I think they do that on their own, and so it's like,
it's a practice thing. It's not a complete ad lib. They practice that. The coaches talk about, hey, you have the freedom here to disguise or decoy, whatever you want to call it. But to your point, the defense might have a call. And against like an offense like this that goes fast, a defense might have a call that's a pressure call.
Yeah.
And it might be, if it's a 3-by-1 set, the pressure might be completely different. It might be a weak cat. If it's a 2-by-2 set, it might be a one like an alert flip call, and it becomes a strong dog where they bring the nickel Sam and the Mike linebacker and drop the backside defensive end. So
nickel Sam would be called the star.
No. So
really.
No, it wouldn't.
It'd be Perkins.
Don't be dumb. Don't be dumb right now. No, it is so. But depending on the look you get, it's kind of like on offense. The offense has an either-or type situation. So, from a real basic, if you have a route concept, one of them's good. One left side's good against single high safety. Right side's good against 2 high safety. You're going to throw different routes. It's going to look like a little bit different play from the outcome depending on the defense you get. Same with defense. Depending on the look the offense shows you, the defense might look completely different. Got a little feedback here? Hot mic?
Well, I thought it was a fire alarm, so we all went, all right, we're good. We're not burning up here.
But against the Ole Miss Rebels, against these guys, you got to be careful.
The Bears, the Black Bears,
the Sharks,
the Land Sharks. Got a lot of nicknames.
Yeah, what are we doing? Then they don't even I
don't really actually know what
they're trying to be like Auburn.
True. True.
So when you face a Lane Kiffin offense, he's a really good play caller, play designer, but he wants to bait you into things. He wants to do something to make you react to it and then counterpunch and react to your reaction, right?
Yeah.
So he wants you to bait. So I told you a lot that in the first half when Ole Miss played Arkansas, they ran the ball a lot. So what does that do? You got to bring an extra person into the box to control that because they had a hard time stopping a quarterback run, a basic quarterback run. So you bring people in the box. So what does that do in the second half? Taylor, go ahead and pull up this film. I'm going to show you I think a 3.
Taylor, to the tape.
To the tape. I'm going to show you 3 plays in a row here in this one drive. This is in the second half. I think this starts with about 8.5 minutes left in the third quarter. So after many quarterback runs, they're going to load the box. So we got a 4-wide situation. We have 5 offensive linemen. We have 1 running back. But how many people are in the box? And what I mean by in the box, in the tackle box. That'd be 6 defenders. So you got 5 to block 6. Numbers ain't great. So that's when Lane Kiffin decides, all right, they're loading the box.
Yeah.
We got some one-on-one coverage out here. So we run a simple little 2-receiver double slant action down here to the bottom. Boom. Simple, right?
Yep. It's an easy throw.
Easy throw, take a little slant. But
yeah.
this is what I'm talking about with this quarterback. He's not the most talented arm guy. Like, he completes a lot of passes, but they're not all, like, perfect passes. Like, got a little slant here, hits him in the back hip. Okay, a little thing for a quarterback. All right, next play. Same thing, same look on defense. We got a 2-by-2, exact same formation. Lane Kiffin, we're going to call the same play, but instead of running a slant, we're going to run a sluggo.
Yeah.
What is a sluggo? It's a slant and go. So sets him up.
Yeah, same coverage.
Yep, slant and go. Same coverage. So couldn't be more open. Ball behind him. Still makes a big play.
All right, so go back real quick. All right, right there. All right, listeners, if you're watching on YouTube, watch at the bottom of the screen and watch who throws their arms up as soon as it happens. That would be Lane Kiffin.
That would be Lane Kiffin.
He knew exactly what he did.
He knew exactly what he did because he ran the slant the play before. And look, 13 for Arkansas. Eat your ash.
Yeah, and honestly, like, with a better ball, would have a chance to make a move on that safety.
Third play in this drive. Go back to it. Not done. So we ran a slant. We ran a slant and go. And now Lane in the first half ran behind the line of scrimmage screen passes. What are we going to do now? We're going to fake it. And we're going to have an opportunity at a touchdown down the center of the field right here. But our quarterback, who I'm not real high on right now, cannot read how it's supposed to read. You're supposed to bubble screen. You're supposed to read the inside receiver first, and then to the outside. Misses a touchdown. Those are an incomplete pass. Out of bounds. So, here we go.
Tight end was big mad, too.
Big mad.
Yep. Running right down the field, wide open.
Look at Arkansas just walking around. They don't have no idea what they're doing. Anyway, there we go. Lane Kiffin will want to set you up.
He is really good.
He's a big setup guy.
It's a slow play. And a lot of time, honestly, it's a trait that a lot of coordinators say they have, but they don't.
Mm-hmm.
And they get so excited. You see it on every level of football. Hell, we see it in flag football that you and I coach. You get a ball play, and you're so excited, and it's a new formation, and you go out there and you run it.
Mm-hmm.
Why are you doing that? You didn't set anything up.
Right.
Like, so the new formation that you think is going to trick them, how's it going to trick them when they don't know it because it's the first time you've shown it? Or whatever it might be.
Sure.
Lane does a really nice job of understanding, okay, I'm going to throw this because later on in the game, it's going to set up this. And I'll throw a 4-yard slant to be able to get a 40-yard slant later on in the game. And that's why you have to stay so disciplined. And LSU, for the most part, outside of, I would say, 2 plays this year, touchdown to Louisiana Tech and a touchdown to Florida that got called back for holding, you've been incredibly disciplined. Like, your defensive backs have done exactly whatever the coverage is asking them to do.
Yeah, and that's what's been impressive about the LSU defense to date is they're so aggressive. They fly around so much. They create so much chaos, and you can only do that. You can only feel confident doing that as a defensive coordinator if your guys on the back end are disciplined, and they have. They've shown that. So we got to be disciplined in all aspects of our defense, and I have no doubt that we can. So you got to be disciplined in the zone read game, the quarterback run game. And then you got to be disciplined and watch for the setups. Watch for behind the line of scrimmage and just don't get don't get complacent in what they're doing. Don't be like, all right, they keep throwing these screens. They keep throwing these screens. I'm gonna bust this one up for a tackle for a loss, and then all of a sudden you get hit with a fake screen, guy down the middle.
Blake Miller inside the chat. Did you know that no one has ever said sluggo without immediately explaining that it is a slant, then a go?
Yep,
Very
that's
true.
fair.
It's
That's
very
fair.
true.
It's
so true.
It's kind of like men when they latch and they lock things down on the back of their truck with a strap.
That ain't going nowhere.
That ain't going nowhere. Same thing. Yep. She ain't going nowhere.
Yeah. It's very fair.
Oh,
Just in case you didn't know that.
I'm really good at
sluggo
using
is a slant
ratchet
and a
straps.
go. Just in case.
I'm sure there's somebody out there that hadn't heard that before.
No, but he's right, though. Like, immediately it's like, sluggo route. That is a slant and go. And Ole Miss is going to do it, but they're going to set it up before they do it. Great breakdown there from Matthew. All right, we'll take a break, and when we come back, Jeff Watson and Will Helmers from Gordon McKernan Injury Attorneys will join us here in studio on OTB.
Off the bench.
Tommy.
Oh, Tommy.
GoTommys.com. GEAUX. Tommys with a Y.com. When you go there, you will clearly see the difference for Tommy's windows, doors, and siding. Award-winning Angie Super Service Award every year since 2016. What about best windows in Baton Rouge in the Advocate? Who'd that go to?
Tommy.
Tommy's Windows, Doors, and Siding. That's exactly who that went to. They are award-winning, not only in the work they do, but customer service as well. You'll love Tommy and the team. Go to the website to check out what they can do for you. That's GoTommys.com.
Yeah, if you want to work with an absolute champion of a company, go to GoTommys. Angie's List Super Service Award from 2016, 17, 18, 19. You get it. It keeps going all the way to 2025. So you got a project happening, windows, doors, siding. If you want a lifetime warranty on that work as well, we know that you probably going to get a couple prices, talk to a couple people. Make sure that you make Tommy's one of them. GoTommys.com.
Bayou Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram is taking $22,500 off MSRP on the brand new 2025 Ram 1500 Laramie with $22,500 off MSRP with a complimentary 7-year powertrain warranty that comes with all new Bayou Automotive vehicles. If you need sales or service, the crew at Bayou Automotive is going to do right by you.
Hey, it's Matt Moscona. Invited you to join us for Friday's AFR from Don Juan Cigar Bar, presented by Got Lit Light Installers, because everything looks better when it's lit. We'll see you Friday, 3 to 6 from Don Juan Cigar Bar, presented by Got Lit Light Installers.
Parish Construction and Roofing.
This is Coach Kim Mulkey. Go to parishbuilt.com for all of your roofing needs.
From your hometown, parishbuilt.com.
Baton Rouge's home for real rock. It's Eagle 98.1. Foo Fighters. Led Zeppelin. AC/DC. Pearl Jam. And the flagship home for LSU sports. Take us anywhere with the Eagle 98.1 app. Eagle 98.1 is the rock station.
At Auctioner, we know healing is a team sport. That's why we've partnered with world-renowned orthopedic surgeon Dr. James Andrews to create the Auctioner Andrews Orthopedics and Sports Medicine Institute. Whether you're a professional athlete or a weekend warrior, our team of specialists are dedicated to getting you back in the game. So whatever your reasons are for reaching your personal best, we've only got one: you. Auctioner Andrews Institute. Long live you.
Family owned and community driven.
Service Chevrolet Cadillac, a legacy you can trust since 1972. Service Chevrolet Cadillac, our family serving your family.
For over 50 years.
In South Louisiana, you can always count on good people coming together to help our children.
At Dreams Come True, we grant wishes for Louisiana children with life-threatening illnesses. But to do this, we need funds.
That's why we're trying to raise $100,000 for Dreams Come True by giving away the Blessed Children's School.
Make your backyard's dream come true while helping our kids.
Just go to dreampoolla.com and you can find out how your $25 donation might help win you a Duplessis pool.
Gulf Coast Bank and Trust is giving our customers the power to bank anywhere, anytime during this challenging event. And we're right.
This is what a woman wants. Any man of mine better be proud of me.
2007 champs, purple and gold to the core. This is Off the Bench with Hester and Flynn, Baton Rouge's go-to for all things Louisiana
I
sports.
say it fits just right when last year's dress is just a little too tight, and anything I do or say better be okay when I have a bad hair.
Welcome back in, OTB. Here on this Thursday morning. What a great time to tell you about the G team. Gordon McKernan Injury Attorneys. GetGordon.com is the website. Your area code in Louisiana, followed by 888-8888. Get Gordon and get it done. That's anywhere in the state of Louisiana. And we'll go around the room. Give me a random city in Louisiana. Alondra, you're up first.
No.
Yep, you're up
Come on.
first. Yep.
I don't know.
Any.
Crowley.
There you go.
I thought you were about to say Croatia.
Pumpkin Center.
All right. Well done, Matthew.
All right, Lafouche.
There you go. Anywhere in the state of Louisiana, the G team can help you out. GetGordon.com. GetGordon.com. Speaking of the G team, we've got Jeff Watson and Will Helmers here with us. Talk a little bit about, everything. And I want to start off saying I thought about y'all in the G team the other day because right now, currently, because obviously the G team, the NIL deals, and you got Garrett Nussmeier and everything going on, and bringing players from the portal, they get NIL deals. How about this? The top 7 teams in the transfer portal rankings in college football right now are combined 27-0.
Yeah,
27-0. You have.
It's not going anywhere.
That's Jeff. That's 1,000% right because, no matter how you felt about it or feel about it, if you don't get on the train, I always say you'll be left at the station with your bag in hand, waving goodbye to it. And so, it is something you have to do. And really, as we all know, the G team is somebody that was on the forefront of that and has been in the game as long as anybody. Certainly here in Baton Rouge.
Since the beginning, Kayshawn Booty was our first football player.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then
women's
now,
basketball.
Yeah. And
we
then
did
now,
Alexis Morris.
And at some point, it had the whole team.
Yeah.
Different
the women's
deals.
basketball team,
Yeah.
we did their entire team. We did we've done the entire gymnastics team. A lot of football players, have some basketball players, and obviously we do a lot of baseball players too.
And that's what we were talking about with Will, I believe, last week. It's we all know that LSU baseball is, bigger here than it's going to be in most places. But I have to imagine, Will, you got friends that play for other SEC teams, and they're probably like, wait a minute, y'all got what? Y'all get all these NIL deals, and y'all get all these things just because people like the G team understand what baseball means to Baton Rouge.
Exactly. I mean, like y'all said and alluded to, NIL is going to create championships now.
Yeah.
In programs in the SEC and in teams that can pay, they can win. You're basically paying to win now. And, LSU fans
Has
love to
Dabo
win.
called y'all at all?
Is he trying to get the G team to South Carolina?
Yeah, I think he's like, can y'all set up an office here in South Carolina? So, Jeff, you've been kind of on the forefront, right?
Yeah, we started it with when, like I said, the Kayshawn kind of was our first deal.
So how has the NIL world, at first it was kind of the Wild West, right? Everyone's kind of making the rules up as we went, but every year it seems to kind of tighten up a little bit, and everybody's starting to play a little bit by the same rules and everything. So how has it changed? What's the landscape of NIL this year compared to past years?
So now the biggest thing that you have now is revenue share, which is where the actual school is allowed to use their revenue to pay players.
Right.
Which has given more of a balance to everybody having money instead of just having these Gordons that will come in and do the third-party NIL deals. You actually have the school that can use some of their revenue and get more of a playing field. That has also created major issues in controlling NIL.
Yeah.
Because now we've made it a free labor market. And there was a federal judge that just had a decision on the San Diego State offensive lineman who wanted another year of eligibility, and he just ruled 2 days ago, and basically he does a great analysis of NCAA, you're wrong. This is a labor market.
Right.
It's just pay for play. And when you did that, you can't now control it. And you can't tell people where they can't go, what they can't do. His whole deal was, I'm missing out on NIL opportunities if you don't let me play this year. And that's the free market.
Yeah.
And so it's completely changed. Hopefully we'll get to a point where we have some collective bargaining in a union type situation.
Yeah, we talk about all the time, like we had in the NFL.
It has to come at some point, right?
Got to.
And that's what the lawsuits are. House settlement came down, and then now anyone that tries to restrict that, a lawsuit will be filed, and then changes will be made, and eventually Congress Congress and or NCAA or collective bargaining in the union, don't know how that's going to look later, but that will happen and get us into a structured environment so the NCAA can truly say, here's our sandbox. We negotiated these rules with the players.
Yeah.
If you want to play, this is our rules.
I would say, and Will, you know this better than I do, I would say baseball has been as affected as anybody because you can be drafted at a high school, and now you're getting players on campus because of NIL situations. They're like, hey, you can actually come here. You got a little safety net in this NIL because before, like, if you got offered $1 million out of high school and you didn't sign, you came to school, you had to go.
You had to go.
Because you didn't know if you were going to come to school and be the same player.
I mean, you can get first-round money now without going to the draft.
Right.
And you get the whole college experience, and why would you not?
I think LSU's had multiple guys like that, right?
Yeah. I mean,
Curiel right now.
Curiel, Schmidt. You get all these guys that pile into this program that could have been, the first 3 rounds of the draft, and they're getting the same money, similar money.
Yeah.
To come play in college and experience college. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they're not going on a bus ride in random DFE Indiana.
Yeah. Right. We're taking charter flights and Dixieland buses all over.
Getting better at LSU. LSU's facilities are top notch, and so you're able to get better.
And having to play for the Mud Hens. I don't know where the Mud Hens are. That's just the first minor league team.
Definitely a team.
Yeah. So Jeff, you were talking about like the this year being a revenue sharing situation. So it's tightening up the rules, and so now NIL gets to be used strictly like what it's meant to be: name, image, likeness, which is kind of what y'all are doing. It was exactly what you're doing.
Done it that way.
Exactly. Instead of like, here's a collective, here's this money from this company, go buy this player. Like now it's name, image, likeness. So it can be used perfectly, which is the way it should be. Right. Like a kid should be able to make money off of using his image. But I know there's also like this governing body that looks at making sure it's fair market value for that work. How is fair market value judged, and who is actually making that final determination?
So there's a committee that looks at that, and you nailed it. It's what is fair market value? L'Oreal or someone can look at your beard and say, that's the greatest I've ever seen, and I want to pay you $1 million for it. No one can come and say, no, you can't.
Yeah.
And that's the problem, is what? So what they've set up is to keep a quarterback that starts in the SEC kind of on the same level. A starting running back in the SEC, same level. But as soon as those deals get rejected, the lawsuits are going to come.
Yeah.
And then we're going to, which is what we want. We want to get closer to structure.
Right.
And the only way that's going to happen is if Congress gets involved or lawsuits are filed. And so fair market value, they say they don't use fair market value. And then they have a definition, which is literally the definition of fair market value.
Yeah.
But they don't want to use that word. But yes, that's a major issue. And we already had it happen. So a lot of deals got rejected, big deals. And so the plaintiff lawyers in the House settlement came back and said, well, we're going to file a suit on this. We think you can't do that. And so they redid the rules and say, okay, collectives, you're back in play, but you got to make them do something. Sign autographs, show up at golf tournaments, make them do something. And before it was nothing. It was just a collective giving money.
Like a Kawhi Leonard situation.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Exactly.
That's true. All right, so whenever you're trying to, okay, we're going to have these athletes, we want them on the G team. Like, Nussmeier's probably pretty obvious. He's a quarterback of LSU. But, like, what are maybe those conversations like? Like, who's somebody that we want to work with? Because you want to make sure that you're partnering with people. Like, do you lean on somebody like Will, obviously? Like, he's not playing anymore, but he's got great relationships over there. Like, hey, tell me a little bit about this guy. Because you want to make sure you have the right people representing your company.
Exactly. We have a team, a marketing team that Chloe and Alex, and they work on that, and they will do a scrub. And they're going to look at all the social media, and they're going to find out everything they can about them.
Right.
And then Gordon's going to interview them.
Yeah.
And he's going to sit down in front of them and going to ask him, what do you like? Tell me, and he's going to go through it all. And we kind of go through a process of players that we want. Are they available? Is it someone that we can put on the team? And that's kind of how it falls down and we get to our team.
If I was 20 years younger,
here we go.
Would you think I'd be invited to be on the G team, and how many billboards would I be on?
So
you're from Texas.
Our goal is always to get the starting quarterback. And I had this conversation with Marlon, favorite, whenever.
Hello, somebody.
We did a podcast with him, and he wanted to know his NIL evaluation, and so I can do it for Matt.
Of course, Big Fave wanted to know it.
Matt would be, just like Marlon, he would be starting quarterback on a highly ranked team. He would be in the 7 figures easily on his rev share plus 3 buckets. You got your rev share, your scholarship, and then your third-party NIL deals. And so LSU and NIL, they would set him up with, Canes and Jordan, and they would set him up with some third-party NIL deals. And
so you just talked about earlier, like now that it's pay for play, it's going to be hard to tell me I don't have eligibility left. So can I go back?
Wait, you redshirted. You're out. I didn't
Watch
redshirt.
those knees, big guy.
I'm in.
I suffered through COVID year, though.
Well,
Exactly.
You were 35, I think,
That's
when
right.
that happened.
Yeah,
so you're telling me my wife would not have had to drop out of school and get a full-time job because our scholarship check didn't cover half our rent back in 2007? Like, we'd have done okay?
Your personality, and you would have fit so many companies out there, Jacob. You would have done very well. You would have been very.
We're a little too
very
early.
well.
We're a little too early. It's okay, though.
Wasn't your fault.
Yeah, that's all right. That's all right. We're glad that, because Will, you got into the back end of it because you started college.
So I started,
NIL, right?
my sophomore year, the end of my sophomore year is when it really kind of took shape, and there were no rules, and it was a free for all, and so you had all these different athletes doing whatever they wanted for whatever.
Yeah.
And so now that there's a little bit of structure to it and a little more, there's rules,
right?
That LSU has to follow, that players have to follow, that small businesses have to follow, like Gordon, in order to pay these players. It's taking shape, and like we said earlier, it's not going anywhere, and so get used to it.
How exciting! How exciting was it though when you were in the locker room and all of a sudden you're like, "Wait, we can do what? Like we can make money off our name, image, and likeness." Like, what was that moment like?
Well, for me, it wasn't great. I was, but for a lot of guys, that was awesome.
Yeah.
And for all athletes at LSU, because it's your name, image, and likeness, and you put it on.
And LSU does a really good job of embracing it and putting out the athletes.
Think about the LSU brand
Yeah.
in itself. As soon as you commit and you play for LSU, you're part of that brand no matter what. And so, having the opportunity to, link yourself with that brand and your name, image, and likeness is huge.
Let me ask you this from the business owner's perspective. Like I know a lot of it is because a business owner might love the university, love the players, and want to contribute to that. But a lot of companies, they're doing it to get their company's name out there, to bring in extra revenue. I mean, I would say that's the goal for all of it. But is there analytics out there yet, because it's still so early, like what the return on investment is for business owners?
That's a great question. And I think aligning yourself with LSU, people have always aligned themselves with LSU and tried to, but now being able to align yourself with a player is just even more. I mean, people have a favorite player, for sure. And if they're deciding, am I going to go here or here, and like, ooh, I saw him doing something with, Aaron Anderson might be, his guy, or Nussmeier.
Right.
That to be able to evaluate that, it's tough. I know in our world, because our marketing, personal injury is more of the commercials and the billboards and stuff, so it's probably not our best return on investment. Mm-hmm. But Gordon's whole deal is, number one, I want to support LSU.
Yeah.
But two, I want to promote these kids and push these kids and promote these kids, and hopefully they'll get more deals. And if they go up in their name, image, and likeness, then we go up along with them. And that's kind of been our attitude and kind of the way we look at it, while we do the research that we do to make sure that we're aligning ourselves with the proper fits.
Yeah, and it is certainly appreciated. Mm-hmm. Seeing all those LSU athletes on all the different advertisement that y'all do there. Jeff, Will, we appreciate y'all, man. Thank y'all for coming in. We appreciate the good word.
Thanks for having us.
All right, more OTB. Reminder, we do have NFL Hall of Famer Patrick Willis joining us in about an hour from now, so stay locked in for that. We'll be back with more Off the Bench.
Off the Bench.
All right, go to Russell Pool Company. That is the website for Russell Pools. Remember, man, that is custom. Whatever you are looking for, your dream pool in your backyard, in your space, maybe it's at your business, whatever it might be, Russell Pool Company can get that done. They are the one-stop shop. They're going to be there from the beginning. They're also going to be there afterwards with the maintenance portion of it. So go to their website today. That is russellpools.com.
That's right, Russell Pool Company. When you think of high-quality custom pools here in Louisiana, Russell Pools should be the name you think of. So give them a call. They got new leadership, but they've been doing it for a long, long time. Chris Sanderson and the gang, they are doing a great job. So if you want to build a lazy river, if you want a little grotto, if you want some fire, can I get a hot tub, somebody? Whatever it is, turn your dream into reality. They got 2 landscape architects right there on staff. So whatever you can dream up, they can do it right there within the scope of their work. You don't have to go look for an outside architect. They can do it right there. So if you got that custom pool in mind, go to russellpools.com.
At Atmos Energy, our smart choice solutions help customers save energy and emissions with rebates up to $500 off high-efficiency natural gas appliances, smart thermostats, and weatherization upgrades. Together, we're fueling our energy future.
Hi, this is Beth Serena. Welcome to my pool. The first time I saw this beautiful pool, it exceeded every expectation that I had. They were able to get everything we wanted in this pool. It is a beautiful pool. We live out here, we eat out here, we watch TV out here. This is like our living room outside. We love this pool and everything about it. When we decided to build our pool, we called a great friend who is one of the best pool builders in the country in North Louisiana, and we said, who would you choose to build a pool in Baton Rouge? And without a hesitation, he told us Russell Pools. He said their history, tradition of great builds, great pools was unmatched. So of course, who did we call? Russell Pools. The advice I would give to anyone looking to build a pool is first call Russell Pools. They'll do an incredible job. It'll be incredibly organized. It'll be time efficient, and you will have your pool in no time.
Parish Construction and Roofing.
This is Coach Kim Mulkey. Go to parishbuilt.com for all of your roofing needs.
From your hometown, parishbuilt.com.
104.5 ESPN Baton Rouge and First American Bank and Trust bring you the Heart of the Game Award, recognizing student athletes who deliver when it counts. Nominate your game day standout at 1045ESPN.com by the 21st. We'll choose 5 male and 5 female finalists, and then it's up to the fans to vote for the winners. Each winner gets a $250 gift card, a custom award, and the spotlight they've earned. Presented by First American Bank and Trust, a banking tradition since 1910.
It's not just a game, it's a religion. You've got your team color, team swag, and now your very own website. LouisianaSports.net. Everything LSU, Saints, and Pelicans. Sports on demand. In-depth coverage by sports writing pros with continuously updated news. And with the LouisianaSports.net newsletter, you get pinged directly with top trending stories. Best of all, now and always, no paywall. It's free. LouisianaSports.net. Powered by 104.5 ESPN Baton Rouge. Your home for Louisiana sports.
These are the luckiest ice cubes in the world. They could have been a thankless bed for an all-you-can-eat salad bar. But instead, they've been called upon to cradle and cool a crisp, refreshing Dos Equis. Huh. Looks like the lucky just got luckier.
Locked in on LSU football 24/7. You're listening to Off the Bench.
Matthew, how did that feel? Somebody telling you would have made 7 figures in college. You would have had 2 iPhones on your belt loop if that was the case, not just one.
I would have had just a bigger belt loop. I was flattered.
That'd have been fun.
Oh, man. Somebody said I would have made a ton by
Yeah, Bilbo, you're right. The amount of Tyrann Mathieu missed out on the Honey Badger shirts that just Bengals and Bandits alone would have sold is insane.
Flynn would be raking in the dough from the no-show ankle socks endorsement.
I wear no-show ankle socks. It's our age. I get it. I know it's our age.
Check this out. These aren't no-shows.
These are.
These are.
Wait.
I wear no shows.
Do you?
Yeah.
Well, you're an old soul.
These are
Darth
no
Vader
show
socks.
like black.
Yeah, both of you are
ones
kind of. I got black no-show. What's wrong with no-show? I ain't wearing a mid-calf sock. What am I? The basic creative player on NCAA?
Yeah, I wear no shows all the time.
Wearing that.
I wear no-shows.
Why do I want my socks out?
Why do I work these calves out? Not to hide them. You don't hide that light under a bushel.
No, I don't like when my socks show.
It is weird. It was the first time I heard it, like probably 2-3 months ago. Someone saying you're really showing your age with those no-shows.
Yeah.
Wait,
Like,
why are people showing their socks?
I gotta be honest. I don't know who told you that. Everybody my age wears no-show socks.
Everybody,
I don't
though,
know anybody who doesn't.
Everybody 20 and under, mid-calf.
That's so weird.
It's like
I guess like in high
it started
school,
in like the
we used to
CrossFit
wear like
community, right?
the Nike Elites. I mean, I guess.
Nike Elite
Yeah.
socks, yeah.
I guess sometimes I wear long socks, but like usually I wear no shows.
I don't think I've.
If
I
I'm
don't know
working out, like maybe I'll.
I wear like if I'm wearing a suit.
Yeah.
Right. That's
dress
what I was
socks.
supposed to say. The only long socks I own are dress socks.
Yeah.
So growing up, it was like, mid-calf gold toes.
The gold
The
toes.
mid-calf gold toe socks.
You buy them in a bag at JCPenney.
You got like
Get 20
39
of 'em.
socks in one bag. And then when the only no-shows were like golf socks, and they had like the rolled up like little thing on the back back
you
heel.
pull it up.
And then when they started to become popular, the no-shows, it was life-altering.
Yeah.
It was a game changer. So
why do I
don't you
wanna
take
wear-
that away from us?
Yeah. Why do I want to wear Vans with like my socks peeking out?
Yeah, that
you
makes
know?
no sense.
Yeah.
It's a bad look.
Well, like this, I
Not
feel
the
like this
Vans.
looks good. I got my high tops with my socks.
Look at them.
Look at
Thick
these.
ankles.
look at those.
Look at that clear
fat-ass
definition.
ankles.
Look at that clear definition. You can clearly see where the calf starts and the ankle
and
stops.
Wait, you're not even wearing no shows.
Yeah, you're not.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not wearing them today.
But that's
I'm lifting my
so
leg
why
up
are
3
they even
times.
talking about it?
Yeah.
Then?
So if you're not really in the game, I only wear no shows.
Well,
you're kind
so
of a poser.
If I wear high tops, I wear higher socks. Makes sense? Makes sense to me. If I wear low shoes, I wear no shoes.
Dude, it's weird. These little black no shows I'm wearing, I wear those with my boots. Like this is
That's
the only
weird.
thing
yeah,
I
me
wear.
too. I
It's
wear
the only thing
even when
I
I'm
wear.
I
wearing
can't do it.
even
I
when
can't
I'm
do
wearing
that.
boots, I wear.
Yeah, I
Can't
can't.
do it. Maybe my ankles are too big. It just rubs up against them.
Yeah.
But
Maybe
Minus,
mine.
minus,
that might
minus
be
the
it.
maybe.
I don't want that skin to shoe friction.
I won't say that I have like full
Start
on.
a fire with those ankles.
Right. I wouldn't say I have full on cankles, but my ankles can be a little thick. Like I am borderline.
I'm not saying they're
I'm borderline-
cankles.
I'm not saying they're cankles.
But
I
I
got
cannot
borderline
confirm or
cankles.
deny.
I can see Matt wearing boots, like reaching down. What's the problem? These boots are giving me rug burn.
They do.
I need Gold Bond for my ankles.
Right.
little Desitin, little chafe down there, Bob.
Jub rub.
Oh my gosh.
That's good, clean fun.
Good, clean fun.
Good, clean fun. Anywho, what's happening in sports this weekend?
I'll tell you in a little
So
bit
much.
after I tell you about LSU Snacks, the
Oh,
officially licensed snack of the Tigers. Every bite supports LSU athletes, so you can cheer on the Tigers while enjoying great taste. Try the Win Bar, a blend of crunchy granola, wholesome almonds, and chocolate chips, packed with protein and lower in sugar. Or, Matthew, you can grab the Win Bites, gluten-free bite-sized chocolate chip cookies with the perfect crunch. Find LSU Snacks now at Rouse's, or you can order them online at lsusnacks.com. LSU Snacks, where every bite supports LSU. Go Tigers. By the way, if you're going to Rouse's on Burbank, I know where they're at. They're right by the checkout counter. We saw those last week. We'll be there, by the way.
Oh, we did see
on
those.
Friday. We did. What's going on in sports this weekend is a lot.
Ooh, lots going on.
I don't know what's going to be the game of the week, but damn it, one of these games better live up to what I think it's going to be. I think the leader in the clubhouse to live up to it would be the obvious 3 versus 6, Penn State versus Oregon in a whiteout situation in Happy Valley. I think both those teams are good. I don't know if they're great, and maybe we'll find out if one of them is great on Saturday. So that one's hard to get away from for me. It's a big one. It's a big boy. Like it's 3 versus 6, but it very easily could be 2 versus 3 or 2 versus 4. Like there's not a lot of difference in the top 6 teams.
It's not ranked on rank, but I think A&M Auburn's going to be a really good game.
It's College Station.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's a 2:30, so it's head to head with LSU Ole Miss, so we won't be watching a ton of it, but that's got a chance to be a really good one.
Where's game
I
day?
can see that game being clunky.
Game day.
A&M Auburn.
And how are they not at Ole Miss? Oregon, Penn State.
Oh yeah, Oregon, Penn State. Yeah. It's 3 versus 6. I wonder if they'll go.
Oh, we got Alabama. We got Alabama,
Georgia.
I forgot about
we
that.
get this. We a lot of answers in that game.
Answers, but I'm not that intrigued by it.
Really?
No, it's not really doing much for me.
For what reason? And that's not rhetorical.
Just honestly, Alabama itself is not doing a lot for me this season. I know they're ranked number 17, but it doesn't have like the physicality and just like the excitement that it used to have. And
Bauer's got no juice
he's
to him.
just like so like soft to me. I don't know. Like I don't really know if he is or not, but the vibe that he gives me, I'm not intrigued by Alabama.
I kind of understand what you're saying. The only thing, to Matt's point, that would intrigue me with this game is to see where Alabama is, because it's so funny how this works, and it happens all the time, certainly in our business. We overreact to everything.
Yeah.
So they lose to Florida State, and we're like, done. And then, Matt does the Bama's burning, and like everybody, right? And so, like, look, everybody kind of piled on. And then they go beat ULM, Louisiana Monroe, 73-0. Look, ULM's actually much better this year, but Alabama's always going to win that game, and they had a point to prove in that game. They were going to try to score as many as they could. Well, then they come back and they beat Wisconsin 38-14, and we're like, oh, man, they beat a Big Ten team. Wisconsin's terrible.
Yeah.
Wisconsin's a bad football team.
Yeah.
So it's like we were high, then we got real low, then we got high again. It's like, should we be that high, or should we be somewhere in the middle? I think we should be somewhere in the middle.
Yeah.
But to your point, Alondra, like there's not a lot of intrigue into the game outside of where is Alabama for me.
Yeah.
Because I think it's going to be a little boring.
Right. I just think that like Matt said, and like you just said, we're going to get answers about who Alabama is from this game. But I'm just not into it. But Georgia is always fun to watch. So like that part of it, sure. But I'm just like,
because that's been kryptonite, I guess, a little bit for Kirby's only beaten Bama once.
Yeah. And that's my thing. I think this is going to tell us who Georgia is.
It's at Georgia, correct?
I kind of think we know. I kind of think we know who Alabama is. They're a team that's going to beat up on the small ones. And again, I understand they didn't play well against Florida. Ty Simpson, 5 incompletions in 2 games. It's hard to do against anybody. But again, look at the competition. But Georgia has not been able to get over the Alabama hump for whatever reason. They did one time under Kirby. Outside of that, he's struggled against Bama. Like, this is going to tell us a lot about Georgia.
What's the line on this?
To your point, Alondra, like the lack of juice coming from the Alabama program right now, for whatever reason, right or wrong, that's how we feel about it. I hadn't watched a snap of Alabama football all year.
I mean, I watched
a
little. But
like I told you, I got 5 games going on at once on Saturdays.
The line is UGA -3.5. The 52.5.
So almost a pick 'em since it's in Athens.
Yeah.
I mean, getting the home bump.
DeBoer almost looks depressed, like borderline tears whenever they're losing.
Sad.
It's
really
like
sad.
It's like there's not a lot of juice from him, and I think he's a good coach, but there is just something missing about it. But I'm actually intrigued just because of the Georgia aspect. Like, I think they're really good, and again, how good is Alabama? But if they could at least get over that hump, I think that tells us a lot about them.
I think we just talked ourselves into being excited about a game that we weren't that excited about.
Look at us.
Let's go.
Who would have thought?
Not me.
Not I.
Now, I don't know how much of it I'm going to watch. I have more
intrigue. It's the night game. Well, you can't watch it.
It is, but it goes up against Oregon, Penn State.
I'll be watching on the plane. That is always fun. After LSU wins, it is always fun to watch whatever the game of the week is, if you have like the 2:30 game. So I'll be watching it in the air. That's not a quick, or sorry, it is a quick. It's not a long plane ride, but I'll watch it in the air.
Do we think Gunnar Stockton is an elite quarterback in the SEC?
No. I think he's a good. I think he's
yet.
solid. I think
Not
he's
yet.
a solid quarterback.
He's a solid 8?
7.
He's a 7?
He's 7.
Good.
And if the lights are off at the bar, it's 2:30. He might be an 8.
Some beer goggles?
Just saying. On that note, we'll take a break. We've got Chef Michael Johnson joining us at 9:15. We've got NFL Hall of Famer, former Ole Miss Rebel Patrick Willis at 9:30. Stay locked in here. It is OTB.
Off the bench.
All right, go to GCOPnet.com, GCOPnet.com, Gulf Coast Office Products. And if you right now are at a business that, look, when you need a document printed, like you have to have it. It is everything to your company to make sure that you have all of your printer system working and making sure it's working efficiently and getting, it done. Like we're talking about a law office or a university, or you work in finance, or you work at a bank, like whatever the situation might be, you know what I'm talking about. And so when you get in contact with them, like you're going to talk to the person that's going to actually help you, not transfer you, not a robot, the person that's going to help you. And that's why they're trusted by LSU, the Saints, the Pelicans, the Raging Cajuns, really everyone in Louisiana. GCOPnet.com.
That's right. Gulf Coast Office Products. They are Louisiana's leader in printing and copying. Your leading source for multifunction office machines that can copy, scan, print, fax, move documents, whatever it is. So if you need to fix or help your office, go to GCOPnet.com.
Looking for cleaner energy? Propane is energy for everyone. And when you're cooking with clean, affordable propane, you're cooking with gas. In the wintertime, nothing heats a home like Louisiana propane. And when you need hot water, propane's got you covered. Oh, and you won't regret that propane generator when the power goes out. I'm Miss Louisiana, Gabrielle McLeod, and to find more information and to find a propane dealer near you, visit louisianapropane.com.
At Atmos Energy, our smart choice solutions help customers save energy and emissions with rebates up to $500 off high-efficiency natural gas appliances, smart thermostats, and weatherization upgrades. Together, we're fueling our energy future.
At Sunshine, we know what you see when you look at your land. Where others may see dirt, you see the foundation you've built your life on. It's hallowed ground. It's past, present, and future. We're proud to provide quality John Deere equipment to help you maintain the land you love. Check out our current promotions and learn more about what it means to be powered by sunshine at sunequip.com.
Supreme Jasmine is premium American-grown rice. From local farms to your table, every grain is supreme. Pick up a bag of Jasmine or any other of our Supreme American rice.
When you can't rely on technology, you can rely on Mountain Cold Refreshment. Dave's back on. Coors Light. Choose chill.
Hey, it's Matt Moscona inviting you to join us for Friday's AFR from Don Juan Cigar Bar, presented by Got Lit Light Installers, because everything looks better when it's lit. We'll see you Friday, 3 to 6 from Don Juan Cigar Bar, presented by Got Lit Light Installers.
We typically think of stress as being bad for us. At Our Lady of the Lake and LSU, we are researching how certain types of stress, such as exercise, can be good for our immune health. By studying people under extreme stress, such as athletes, astronauts, service members, and first responders, we're learning how to improve the immune health of everyone. That's the power of research. That's the impact of champions. Together, we roar.
Parish Construction and Roofing.
This is Coach Kim Mulkey. Go to parishbuilt.com for all of your
Locked in on LSU football 24/7. You're listening to Off the Bench.
All right, welcome back in. It is OTB here on this Thursday morning. Talked about a couple of the games going on across the college football landscape in the last segment. 2 sleepy games, going under the radar a little bit on Friday. Tete mentioned, I think it was Tete, TCU and Arizona State. That's gonna be a fun game. I think TCU is actually really, really good. Now,
everybody's favorite Furry has 11 touchdowns, only 2 picks.
Very good.
Any Furry updates from him?
It wasn't. I don't think it was true, unfortunately.
Got 1,000 yards on the year already. Arizona State, I think, lost to a Mississippi State team that's going to prove that they're actually a good football team.
Jeff Levy.
Yeah. Then you got Florida State traveling to UVA. Now, Virginia's 3-1. They should be 4-0. Chandler Morris missed a wide open guy in the last drive of the game. If he throws it, they score, they win. They should be 4-0. They're 3-1 though, and Chandler Morris has thrown for over 1,000 yards already in this season. Florida State's only a 6.5-point favorite. Those are 2 ranked teams going on the road against teams that are very dangerous for them. So we get a little bit of action on a Friday night.
I like that TCU Arizona State game.
It's gonna be a good one. It's gonna be on Fox.
Levitt versus Hoover. I mean, that's a big dumb.
It's going to be a fun one. All right, we got a fun hour number 3 coming your way here on OTB.
Off the bench.
All right, go to campusfederal.org. Go to the website today to see which checking account is for you. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, go to the website and check out that information because we're all in different spots, right? We all have different needs when it comes to what checking account we need, what is best for us. And they've got multiple options for you. So when you go to the website, check out the one that's going to be able to help you the most. You can open an account. Like on the website, you can apply for a loan. You can buy a car. You can buy a home. You can do everything right there on this website. In Shreveport, in Baton Rouge, in New Orleans, they have been serving Louisiana for over 85 years. Go to the website today. Again, that website is campusfederal.org.
That's right. Campus Federal is part of Louisiana, serving for a long, long time with the same focus today as day one, which is putting Louisiana members first. So you want to stop by any Campus Federal branch today to get an account started or visit campusfederal.org.
Bayou Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram is taking $22,500 off MSRP on the brand new 2025 Ram 1500 Laramie with $22,500 off MSRP with a complimentary 7-year powertrain warranty that comes with all new Bayou Automotive vehicles. If you need sales or service, the crew at Bayou Automotive is going to do right by you.
At Auctioner, we know healing is a team sport. That's why we've partnered with world-renowned orthopedic surgeon Dr. James Andrews to create the Auctioner Andrews Orthopedics and Sports Medicine Institute. Whether you're a professional athlete or a weekend warrior, our team of specialists are dedicated to getting you back in the game. So whatever your reasons are for reaching your personal best, we've only got one. You. Auctioner Andrews Institute. Long live you.
ED, low T, or simply seeking to optimize your health and performance? Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness offers a range of discreet services to address your specific needs. We empower men to reclaim their health and confidence. Visit yourgoodwood.com.
At Sunshine, we know what you see when you look at your land. Where others may see dirt, you see the foundation you've built your life on. It's hallowed ground. It's past, present, and future. We're proud to provide quality John Deere equipment to help you maintain the land you love. Check out our current promotions and learn more about what it means to be powered by sunshine at sunequip.com.
Today, we are shaping tomorrow.
We are researching how extreme stress impacts the immune system, from trauma victims to athletes and even astronauts.
Our work is leading the way in sepsis treatment, saving countless lives.
We're unlocking the mind with music in exciting new ways.
Our Lady of the Lake Health and LSU are improving the health of our state.
That's the impact of champions.
Imagine the impact we'll have on the future. Together, we roar.
These ice cubes could have been a thankless bed for an all-you-can-eat salad bar. But instead, they cradle and cool the crisp, refreshing Dos Equis. Nicely done, ice cubes.
Gulf Coast Bank and Trust is giving our customers the power to bank anywhere, anytime during this challenging event. And we're right there with you. Our mobile banking app is a smart way to manage your money and time. Gulf Coast Bank and Trust, the bank that cares about you.
Good morning. It's 9 a.m. here on Thursday, September 25th. Today in Baton Rouge, you can expect partly cloudy skies with a high of 85 in hour 3 of today's show. We'll have Big Deal or No Big Deal at 9 a.m., our Munchie segment with LSU executive chef Michael Johnson. And then at 9:30, former Ole Miss linebacker and NFL Hall of Famer Patrick Willis joins the show. If you missed hours 1 or 2 of the show, you can catch it in the on-demand section at 1045ESPN.com. You can also follow us on Twitter or Instagram at OTB_ESPN and watch us on YouTube at the 1045 ESPN channel. Hour number 3 of Off the Bench starts now.
All-Star Toyota presents Off the Bench with Jacob Hester and Matt Flynn.
Hands to Hester, and Hester, yep, got it, 5 out of 5.
From carrying each other to a natty to carrying each other on the air.
Flynn is back to throw for the end zone.
Live from downtown Baton Rouge, it's Off the Bench.
All right, welcome back in. Hour number 3 of OTB. And here in this hour, we got a lot for you. We got Chef Michael Johnson in 15 minutes. We got P. Willie, Patrick Willis, NFL Hall of Famer at 9:30.
Hall of Famer.
Here before Flynn gets to the film breakdown. He's going to go back to the tape. I do want to remind you about our friends over at Rouse's. Just because LSU is on the road, that does not mean you can't go pick up your tailgate packages, because look, you can have at-home tailgates. We all know that. You can go pick up some of those trays. They got little finger sandwiches, mini muffalettas, mini po' boys, Rouse's chicken salad, mini croissants, assorted pinwheels, plus cheese trays, fruit trays, veggie trays, all at Rouse's. Also My High, so you stay hydrated for the weekend. Yes. Speaking of Rouse's, we'll be there tomorrow, 7 a.m. until 10 a.m. That breakfast bar is heating up. It's already ready to go when we get there at 6:40. It's already ready. So come hang out. Come eat breakfast. We've had a lot of loyal listeners do it already. You should do it tomorrow. And Alondra, they've also got some pretty cool things going on right now that we're partnering with them.
Yeah, they want to cover your spread. So your tailgating spread, and even this weekend, if it's an away game, you still maybe want to host a little party. Rouse's wants to take care of you. So if you go to our website, you can sign up and have a chance to win for Rouse's to take care of all your tailgate needs. We're going to be picking a winner every week up until the end of football season. And
are we eligible?
I don't believe so.
All right. A
So,
lot of children, a lot of spread.
A lot of children.
All
right. So then also, if you entered, there's also going to be a season-long giveaway. If LSU's in the postseason, you can win some postseason tickets at the end of the season. So
all right.
head over to 1045ESPN.com to sign up.
Let's go.
For Rouse's to cover your spread.
All right, so let's get back into the film room with Matthew Clayton Flynn. He was watching tape and picked up on a little tendency there from the Ole Miss Land Sharks.
So I just want to give our viewers, our listeners, kind of like an inside look at the things that I look for when I watch film. And so we've talked about, like, in my tenure in the NFL, this is stuff I didn't learn when I was in college or look for in college. In my tenure in the NFL, you look for every advantage you can going into a game.
Yeah.
most teams do it legally. Some teams do it illegally. Connor Stallions.
Yeah.
But
Patriots.
one thing I always look for is how is the defense communicating? How do they understand what play that they're running on defense? Because they have play calls just like they do on offense. So I used to rip signals from opponents during games. I used to look at defensive backs. I used to look at DBs, the defensive backs coach, how the linebackers are communicating out to the corner, because there's one guy that gets the play call in his helmet with a speaker, and that's usually the middle linebacker.
Yeah.
But everybody else has to know what it is too. So how are they getting that information? Some teams are better at it than others. And believe it or not, football is a very complicated sport to play, but it's not rocket science. And a lot of times there's very obvious things that you can pick on and tells that you can get from an offensive perspective. Some are easier than others. And by God, this week, they signal a lot.
Yeah.
They are a high signaling defense. They do it, and they communicate with hand signals, and they're not all very creative. So if LSU can pick up on a little bit, and I don't know what they're doing. I don't know if they watch, we used to watch TV copies and try to pick up on verbal communication. What words mean, like if they say, all right, you might hear them say down left, it means down left. Safety's coming down left. They might say laser, it means the safety's coming down left. They might say rocket. Oh, okay, safety down right. Got it. So we would look for all those things. We'd look for signals. I'm going to show you a couple clips here. And we always talk in coverage. There's cover 0, which means there's no safety help. It's a 0 blitz. There's one-on-one coverage. Cover 1 means man. Cover 2 is a type of zone, 2 high zone. Cover 3 is a 1 high zone. Cover 4 is a different type of zone. Like there's 1, 2, 3, and 4. Well, cover 1 is man-to-man. So what I'm going to show you here is 3 clips. And there's multiple of these. So I want you to see the referee has just spotted the ball, the linesman. And so he's backing off. So everybody's communicating at this point. I got it paused because we just got to the line of scrimmage. Offense knows the play. The defense has just got a call in.
Yep. And
they're just signaling. So they're all communicating with each other. Up top, you're going to see them communicate. I want you to watch a little signal up here at the top. This safety right here. You see what he's doing? He's communicating with hand signals to his cornerback. And what did he just give to him? He gave him the number 1. He said, hey, we're running cover 1.
Yeah.
Oh, how about this nickel down here? He just looks at the corner and goes like this. Cover 1.
He just shakes his 1.
Hey, and Alondra.
Yes.
What coverage do you think they run on this play?
Cover 1?
Cover 1! So right there, I watched film for 10 minutes. I'd already ripped the signal. And it wasn't hard. Okay. Oh, sure, Matt. Sure, Jake. They were probably in a hurry. That's not their normal signal for cover 1, is it? Well, let's go find out. Let's go to the third quarter. Random play here. Let's watch these guys signaling a lot. Oh, look at the safety right up here. What finger did he just communicate to? 1. What about this guy down here? Look at this guy right here. He's counting. 8 looks at him, and he goes, 1. Oh, look at this guy. 1. And he's not just pointing.
You got Sage Ryan.
They're all going
right here,
like this.
All going cover 1. Sage
Look
Ryan's
at Sage
doing
Ryan,
it again.
yes.
Pointing to the other safety, holding up.
And oh my God.
1.
Oh, look at number 3 right here. He backs up and he goes like this. 1, 1, 1. Oh my God. What coverage are they running, Taylor?
Cover 1.
Cover 1. It's called man-to-man. They didn't do it real well either.
Bet Sage still gets beat. Play the play.
Yeah, where's he going?
Yeah, where's he? The crossing route, he completely misses him. Go back to that.
Well, he's the only one that's in zone.
Yep.
But,
so they run a nice little man beater.
He's supposed to be in the middle of the field.
You talking about him?
No,
look, and then he just runs towards the opposite sideline. Like
no, he doesn't run. He yogs.
He yogs.
With a
you're right.
soft J.
You're right.
Yogs.
Okay. All right. Maybe. One time, okay, could be a fluke. 2 times, it's starting a little bit of a streak. Certainly. There's not 3 clips in there in this game where they're just signaling 1. Oh, what's 32? He's a corner, isn't he?
Yep.
What's this signal he's giving down here?
1.
1. Yep.
Now, before this plays out, I think they're going to run.
Hold on. Can I get a guess? Show of hands if you think you're going to run cover one here.
I'll throw it up.
You know what? I don't think they're going to do it this
All
time.
right, there you go. All right. We'll see. We'll see what happens.
Oh, it's looking pretty.
Oh, boy.
It's looking pretty cover one to me.
Yeah.
It's cover one.
It is.
Dang it.
Now you see here, what they do down here is you got two tight receivers, so they in and out this.
In and out,
First person to cross, the inside guy will take a man, and then the other guy, so he crosses.
It's actually a tough play for the safety.
Safety cuts him.
Because you can hit that drag right there, and then your guys got the sideline.
So there we go. I mean, genius. How did I pick that one up?
Yeah, their cover 3 signals, not holding up 3 fingers, but it's pretty easy to pick up.
Yeah, their cover 3 signal. It's this.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
But the one is truly wild.
It is pretty wild. Hey, we're in cover 1.
Yeah, so those are the things you look for. Those are the things that
usually they're a little bit more complicated.
I was just about to say. So Matt's really good at picking up signals. Like he did it for a long time, legally.
Boom.
But
No
there's
fake
some
glasses.
there's some that are easier than others to pick up.
Yep.
And look, it's always mind games. Like if this was directional school U and not Arkansas in a dogfight that they were in, I could say, well, maybe they were just trying to put that on tape. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like to try to down the road, throw up the one and play something else.
I don't know if you do that in college.
It's true. Too.
Like you would do, like in the NFL, you would do dummy stuff. You would do like,
you have-
dummy signals, dummy
You have
cadences.
either a code word that everything I do is dummy and it doesn't mean anything, or a code signal, like a third base coach in baseball. Like if I tap my helmet, then I give a signal like it's nothing. It doesn't mean any. As soon as I tap my helmet, whatever I do, whatever I say until I say the thing that turns it live, doesn't mean anything.
Or we'd legitimately just say, hey, I'm going to signal on this play.
Yeah.
Ignore it. And so we'd have like an all-go hinge called, and we'd signal something that meant like the opposite of that, like double slants or something, and they would just ignore it, so it was put on tape. I don't think the cover 1 and 1 finger does that.
It was funny.
So it's not rocket science, people.
Yeah, just like like when I was in Denver, Omaha meant something completely different almost every other week, because like they wanted you to think Omaha was a certain thing, and then once you got an idea of what Omaha was, then here we are, we're changing it. Like you'd say ice cream, ice cream, ice cream. Well, whatever I say after ice cream, it does not matter. There is nothing that is live. So I'm going to get out there, right? I'm going to do all that. But as soon as I say Omaha, the next is live.
Yep.
Like whatever I said after that is live. So I mean, it's mind games. But to your point, holding up the one for cover 1, that's not the same situation that we're talking about.
Yeah, they do. So they signal a lot. Their linebackers, their defensive backs, and it's something to watch for too. Like when you see them signaling a lot, you see a lot of this. You see a lot of the hands up. Like I didn't get the call. Like I saw it a ton. And watching 2 games, there's a lot of times where there's one defensive back that's not getting the call. So look for that. Look for some sort of bust, and you have to take advantage of that as an offense. If they're not getting the communication, they usually like, well, if a DB doesn't get a communication, he usually just like tries to play some sort of zone. Or if everybody's in man, he picks up that everybody's in man late, and you get a step on him.
Yeah.
Ooh, I feel like that was an issue for him last year too, and like everybody holds Pete Golding in such a high regard. Like
Pete, I'll give Pete his credit. He's a great defensive mind, but sometimes there's things you just can't do at the college level unless you have a full buy-in from everybody on that defense to buy into it. And so sometimes in college, which is not fair to the coach, but you can have so much up that it does. But Pete's great. That doesn't always translate. Like, you got to find a way to translate it to your players too. Like that's on him as well. But to your point, there was a lot of busted things from a year ago. And you see some of that in tape this year. All right, great breakdown there by Matthew.
I have to watch that whole tape.
We do have Chef Michael Johnson set to join us when we come back. Before we take this break, I want to remind you about Central Plumbing, centralplumbing.org. Not only in Central, but the entire greater Baton Rouge area, we are talking to you. Now, they do have that 24/7 emergency service number. Weekend, game day, holiday, does not matter. 225-925-8552. But remember, they're not only in emergencies. If you're looking to upgrade at your home, at your business, they can come in and do that. And if you're looking to go tankless with the tankless water heater, never run out of hot water again. No matter what you got going on, laundry, dishes, shower,
Does not matter. You got hot water for as long as you want it to. Like, literally, it never runs out. And trust me, my children try to test that all the time, but it's okay because when you're tankless, you're going to be taken care of with that hot water. CentralPlumbing.org. Chef Michael Johnson to answer your munchie questions when we come back here on OTB.
Off the bench.
Hey, Matt.
Hey, what's up?
When you give the 1 signal for Ole Miss, you should probably give the 2 signal because you want to go for dose.
Give me 2 of them.
You don't need just 1. You need 2
I
of
don't want to
those.
be that has only 1 X on it. Who wants that?
Nobody. You got to have 2 X's on there, and that's what you're going to get with Dos Equis. So if you're heading to Oxford, Mississippi, and you plan on tailgating and setting up shop and showing them how tailgating is done, make sure that when you pack the tent, when you pack the TV, when you pack the generator, you also pack Dos Equis, because it is always a great time, certainly in the fall, certainly to watch the Tigers play when you go for Dos.
Gotta go for Dos. And we talked about it. It's a big weekend. We got some games this weekend. So Saturday, we're going to be in the living room all day long watching Ryder Cup, watching football. And when I'm doing it, I'm going to go for Dos. So if you are going to enjoy a couple of bevies, delete a few beers, and of course do it responsibly, make sure it's a Dos Equis.
My father, J.B. Falgu, had a vision of growth for First American Bank and the communities we serve. The bank's foundation was built on his legacy of compassion, loyalty, and dedication. Through his years of leadership, First American has prospered to heights even J.B. could not have imagined. I know my father would be extremely proud of the customer service and financial stability that First American provides to Southeast Louisiana. We continue to thrive because of the legacy of J.B. Falgu.
These are the luckiest ice cubes in the world. They could have been a thankless bed for an all-you-can-eat salad bar. But instead, they've been called upon to cradle and cool a crisp, refreshing Dos Equis. Looks like the lucky just got luckier. Dos Equis.
Hi, this is Beth Serena. Welcome to my pool. The first time I saw this beautiful pool, it exceeded every expectation that I had. They were able to get everything we wanted in this pool. It is a beautiful pool. We live out here, we eat out here, we watch TV out here. This is like our living room outside. We love this pool and everything about it. When we decided to build our pool, we called a great friend who is one of the best pool builders in the country in North Louisiana, and we said, who would you choose to build a pool in Baton Rouge? And without a hesitation, he told us Russell Pools. He said their history, tradition of great builds, great pools was unmatched. So of course, who did we call? Russell Pools. The advice I would give to anyone looking to build a pool is first call Russell Pools. They'll do an incredible job. It'll be incredibly organized. It'll be time efficient. And you will have your pool in no time.
At Auctioner, we know healing is a team sport. That's why we've partnered with world-renowned orthopedic surgeon Dr. James Andrews to create the Auctioner Andrews Orthopedics and Sports Medicine Institute. Whether you're a professional athlete or a weekend warrior, our team of specialists are dedicated to getting you back in the game. So whatever your reasons are for reaching your personal best, we've only got one: you. Auctioner Andrews Institute. Long live you.
Baton Rouge is home for real rock. It's Eagle 98.1. Foo Fighters. Led Zeppelin. AC/DC. Pearl Jam. And the flagship home for LSU sports. Take us anywhere with the Eagle 98.1 app. Eagle 98.1 is the...
Locked in on LSU football 24/7. You're listening to Off the Bench.
You were the first thing that I thought of when I thought I drank you off my mind. When I get lost in the liquor, you're the only one I find. If I
Alondra, I'm going to need you to go ahead and send this playlist today.
I haven't made one of those in a while.
I know.
I got you.
Yeah, us Apple Music people got to stick together.
Yeah.
All right, let's get to our guy, Chef Michael Johnson. It is now time for some munchies.
Get ready to tantalize your taste buds and leave this segment hungry. This is Munchies with Executive Chef Michael Johnson. Let's eat.
Chef, how we doing? How we living?
Yeah. You good?
Hey, we got you. There we go.
Yeah.
There you go.
That's my kind of music right there.
There we go. Absolutely. Yeah,
Yeah.
we've been playing. I say we. It's been Alondra has been playing the hits all day today. Chef, I am going to be with the team heading to the state of Mississippi. So I'm going to start off with a Mississippi question. Your favorite food that is tied to the state of Mississippi?
Oh man, gosh, man, that's a tough one, brother. I'm not really sure, to be honest with you. The food that
first thing you think of? What? Nobody,
Well, I deer hunt in Mississippi a lot, man, and
There you go.
like Mississippi deer taste damn good because they're all acorn fed. Yeah, I'm actually in Mississippi as we speak. I'm traveling with the team as well. I'm up here already with the.
Oh, we got you on the road this weekend?
You have me on the road for the rest of the year. Yeah.
Oh, we're hanging out in old Tupelo, Mississippi, huh?
Yeah. So the country music is landing just right.
That's right.
Yeah.
All right.
So, Chef, you are. So, I think you've talked about this before on one of the road guys, probably before Clemson. So, when the team is on the road, you're reliant on the staff, the chefs there, whether it's the hotel or wherever is feeding the team. So, what kind of hand and what kind of role do you play within that feeding the team in a way in an uncomfortable and a different environment?
Yeah, so it's got to be a non-threatening role, right? Like I got to walk into somebody else's kitchen and ask them to do stuff our way, right? And so you don't do that in a commanding voice. You do that with an ask. You go in there and you have to be humble and not arrogant. You have to, build trust quickly without wrinkling feathers or you know what I mean. And so that's it in a nutshell. You just have to go in there and you understand that it's not your kitchen and you're asking people to do things. And fortunately, we've been doing this for long enough that rapport has been built with a lot of places that we go to, specifically the SEC schools. And then, when you go into the larger cities, for instance, if we're going to Atlanta for a champion, like a SEC championship, New Orleans for an SEC championship, you have professional hotels there that they do this all the time. And so you're really there just to kind of guide them a little bit and give them information that is necessary. For instance, this year's team eats very early for breakfast, and a lot of them show up for breakfast. We've had years where the team kind of trickled in through breakfast, and you don't need all the food available right at doors. And then when this team comes in, you better have 75% of the food ready at doors because they're all sitting outside waiting to eat. They're ambitious. So knowing those subtle little details helps us prepare for success on the road.
Chef, there's a lot of people wondering if you're going to get chicken on a stick at the gas station in Oxford.
What I had already this morning was a hot link in the world's worst hash brown I've ever eaten in my life. So I'm gonna avoid gas station food from this point on. Right. I will tell you this though, my uncle called me. He lives in La Rondre, and he's got a lot of Mississippi friends, and he tells me I need to go to Como Steakhouse. So I may go and seek that tonight. Yeah.
All right.
Chef, when you want to treat yourself to just a good old-fashioned restaurant breakfast, what's your go-to? Is it a Waffle House, Cracker Barrel, IHOP? What's Chef's go-to restaurant breakfast?
Yeah, it's Waffle House, man. I take my kids to Waffle House every Sunday morning. It's absolute chaos, and I love it. I've actually been in a Waffle House that was brand new and super clean, and I turned around and walked out. I was like, I can't do this. You know what I mean? Look, I don't trust this at all. Something's off here.
The floor's not seasoned.
Yeah, not sticky enough. What's going on here?
We used to go to IHOP with my kids, man, and there's always a line, and you're waiting for 30 minutes, and I'm just not that big a fan of pancakes, man. I'm a hash browns guy, and they just do hash browns right, you know.
Chef, we got a question. Which southern state has the worst cuisine?
That's a good one. Man, that's tough. You know, like I mean, I'm in Mississippi right now, so I kind of want to poke at them. But I think, you know, like, I don't know, probably Florida, to be honest with you. You know,
Okay.
like I've had some really good food in Alabama and in Mississippi, some good old Southern cooked food. So I'm gonna poke at Florida today, man.
All right. Hey, look,
Yep.
this show will poke at Florida every day and all day. So
That's
great
right.
place.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, I would think probably per capita, the South has probably the best cuisine of anybody. 'Cause
Yeah.
At least we got good Southern like comfort food. You can get biscuits and
Yeah.
gravy. You can get that anywhere in the South.
I mean, honestly, if you just said SEC, I would probably poke at Mizzou because you know, like
Yeah,
I even grew up in Missouri and they just have bland food. But you know, if you're saying in the South, I'm going to take a poke. at
Wait a
Florida.
minute. Are you trying to tell me Missouri, which is in the Southeastern Conference, isn't in the South?
Well, the southern half of it is. The northern, you know, the Missouri River splits the state of Missouri in half. And a lot of people don't know this, but the Mason-Dixon line split Missouri in half, and it was kind of an invisible piece of it.
Yeah.
And that's how the Missouri-Kansas border war started, was Quantrill's Raiders. So there's a lot of history in that, actually. Yeah.
Chef, so we not a ton of questions coming in here, but I do have one that's
lot of
intriguing.
comments.
A lot of comments, not a lot of questions, but I do have one here that's a little intriguing to me. What's a food conspiracy or conspiracy theory that turned out to potentially be true? I know there's a lot of different like food science things that happens. We've talked a little bit about the gluten before, gluten-free stuff like. But what's a food conspiracy that you have found that's just it ain't true?
I don't know. I don't get into food conspiracy theories too much. I'm more into food history, you know, like, because I think conspiracy theories are built off of things that have potential and not things that have been proven. And so I don't really pay as much attention to it, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know, like, I think that every time they have this new superfood, that's kind of a conspiracy to me. You know what I mean? Like, food has been around for so long that I really hesitate to think that, you know, like, the superfoods are still being found. You know, like, I mean, we've discovered so much stuff that it's difficult for me to accept that, you know, there's a new superfood that's been found and it's the save all, you know, it's going to make us all skinny and we're going to lose fat, and you know what I mean? And so I think they're in that wheelhouse there, something that's going to, you know, improve the whole world and make us all lose weight. You know, those are the things I kind of question.
But Chef, it's from the rainforest. It's a berry from the rainforest.
That's right.
Really?
Yeah, right. Exactly. Yeah.
Chef, last one before we let you go. We're about to tell the people about Supreme Rice. What's your favorite type of rice?
So I deal with a grain of rice. It's actually it was made. It's I've been up since 2:30 this morning, guys. On brain party. It used to be. I don't know. I can't remember the name of the grain of rice right now.
Flynn's
brother,
is jasmine, in case you were wondering.
Yeah, right. Well, the grain of rice that we purchased is a high protein, low glycemic index, and LSU helped construct it. You know, they helped modify this rice grain so that it had low glycemic index for people who are diabetic and still like rice. So in essence, you don't have to eat as much rice to get a higher amount of protein, if that makes sense. So it's pretty interesting in that. It used to be called Prairie Acadian, and now I can't think of the name that it is. But Mike Frugier runs the business, and he came to me with the grain of rice, and I looked at it and was skeptical of it. And after I did my research in it, it just made a lot of sense. So we do serve brown rice and jasmine rice and all other kinds, but when it comes to Louisiana, that's the grain that I use.
All right, there he is, Chef Michael Johnson. Good enough to join us for your Munchie questions every single week, Chef. We appreciate it as always, sir.
Take care, guys.
Supreme Rice has the glycemic as well, in case you were wondering. That low.
I'm a medium grain
healthy
guy.
option. All right, Patrick Willis, NFL Hall of Famer, when we come back here on OTB.
Off the bench.
Like I said, we're going to tell you about Supreme Rice. They do have that low glycemic rice that is a great option for diabetics. They also have brown, long grain, medium grain, Jasmine. They've got it all over at Supreme Rice. Since the 1930s, Supreme Rice has delighted their customers for jambalayas, etouffees, stews, red beans, and gumbos. It is located right here, southwest Louisiana. You go to Crowley, man, they have done so much for the town. I told you, we play a baseball tournament there. It's like you see Supreme Rice in the background there, man. Just it feels like home when you go see them over at Supreme Rice. And you can go find Supreme Rice at Rouse's, Walmart, Kroger, all your AG food stores. Find them online, supremerice.com.
Yeah, what's your favorite type of rice?
I'd go Jasmine.
I go medium grain. That is actually what I make almost. Not that long grain stuff. I know it's traditional, but I like medium grain, and I like it from Supreme. Supreme Rice right here. Every grain is supreme, and every bite is a perfect complement to every meal. So go check them out at your local store, supremerice.com.
When it comes to pipe fabrication, time is money. And at River Parish Contractors, we make every second count. Our 36,000 square foot shop is ready to take on your projects right now. With experienced welders, precise fittings, and fast turnarounds you can trust. Whether it's a single custom spool or a full-scale run, we have the capacity and the skill to keep your job on schedule. Call us or visit rpcontractors.com for your quote. That's rpcontractors.com.
In South Louisiana, you can always count on good people coming together to help our children.
At Dreams Come True, we grant wishes for Louisiana children with life-threatening illnesses. But to do this, we need funds.
That's why we're trying to raise $100,000 for Dreams Come True by giving away the Blessed Children's School.
Make your backyard's dream come true while helping our kids.
Just go to dreampoolla.com and you can find out how your $25 donation might help win you a Duplessis pool.
Family owned and community driven.
Service Chevrolet Cadillac, a legacy you can trust since 1972. Service Chevrolet Cadillac, our family serving your family.
For over 50 years.
At Luba Workers' Comp, our journey began over 30 years ago with a simple belief. Our clients come first.
At Luba, our business has always been focused on people, not policies.
Through every success and challenge, we've continued to grow because we've stayed true to our values, committed to providing you with genuine dependability.
Because your well-being is more than a priority. It's our purpose.
These are the luckiest ice cubes in the world. They could have been a thankless bed for an all-you-can-eat salad bar. But instead, they've been called upon to cradle and cool a crisp, refreshing Dos Equis. Looks like the lucky just got luckier. Dos Equis.
Man, age is just a number. Don't let it dictate how you feel. Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness has anti-aging services that can help you look and feel your best. Visit yourgoodwood.com and discover a renewed sense of vitality.
Gulf Coast Bank and Trust is giving our customers the power to bank anywhere, anytime during this challenging event. And we're right there.
Locked in on LSU football 24/7. You're listening to Off the Bench.
All right, welcome back in. It is OTB here on this Thursday morning. Very excited for our next interview. Somebody that I was never excited to play against because he was better than me, and that is Patrick Willis, NFL Hall of Famer, Ole Miss legend there. Played his entire career there for the San Francisco 49ers. Patrick, what's going on, man? Glad to have you on the show.
Hester, buddy, thanks for having me, man. Glad to be on. Always good to chop it up with you, talk up with you. So, yeah, man, excited for this weekend.
All right, true or false, you have a club on your hand right now?
You know what? Not at the moment. Not at the moment. But I'm sure we can put one together though, real quick.
Oh, dude. Hey, P. Willie, man, we were talking about it right at the beginning of the show, and so I feel like every time I played you, man, you had a hand injury that you had to club up. But do you remember y'all came and played us in San Diego, and you and TK both had clubs on your right hands, and y'all were right there in the middle of the defense. And as a fullback, having to block both of you guys, it wasn't very fun.
Man, I remember that like it was yesterday. I remember just the game before. I think we had played Arizona, and we were just trying to get into the playoffs because back then, you know, that NFC West, you could be 8-8 and get in, and so we had to win. We needed to beat Arizona, then we needed to beat you guys. And so, man, there was no way that we were not going to play in that game. I remember I broke my hand the first quarter of the game, and then I think it was like 2 series later, TKO came over and said, "Bro, I think I just broke my hand." I was like, "Man, quit messing with me, man." And next thing you know, we're in the operating room on Monday and playing you guys on Thursday with screws in our hand in clubs.
I know, and didn't miss a beat. It was always so impressive. I do want to certainly get to the Ole Miss LSU stuff, though. But, man, congratulations. I know I sent you a message, but I just want to tell you here with words, getting into the Pro Football Hall of Fame. And I tell people often, and I know you don't like when I say it, man, you're the best I played against, and I played against some of the greats. But, you know, when you have a combination of being smarter, faster, and stronger than somebody you're going against, it's a bad combo for that guy. So, man, you played the right way. You did everything the right way. You were always humble in your approach as well. So congratulations on getting into the Pro Football Hall of Fame.
Man, I really appreciate that, Jacob. Man, I'm really, really grateful. I thank God for just the opportunity to pursue, you know, a dream and a reality. You know, I always say I dreamed with a reality, and to be able to, you know, go play at that level and not just play at it, but, you know, leave a mark. You know, I give all praise and glory to God, and I thank my teammates, my coaches, family, friends, everyone, man. So, you know, I didn't get there alone, so I'm very appreciative, and it was awesome. It was an awesome experience, and grateful to be in the Pro Football Hall of Fame.
Amen to that, for sure. So, Patrick, what's up, man? It's Matt Flynn. So I spent
man, what's up, buddy?
Not much, man. It's good to hear your voice, for sure.
You got the fellas over here. Okay.
Yeah, that's right. So I spent a lot of time having to do scouting reports on you as a backup quarterback in Green Bay. I had to do scouting reports on defenders all the time, so that was one of my jobs. So you know, being in NSA North, man, we had great linebackers there. It was Lance Briggs, Brian Urlacher. There was great ones. But when we had to play the Niners, we had to do a scout report on Patrick Willis. There's just something a little bit different about you and that whole linebacker core during that period of time. Like, you talk about intimidation. Yeah. You talked about the black clubs on the hand. You talked about just how y'all flew around and played together. It was something else. And to bring up, you know, what you're on here this week for, we got LSU Ole Miss. It was the same thing scouting you back in college. Yeah. So, hey, when you look back at your battles at that time, Ole Miss, LSU, do you have a memory that sticks out from the LSU game?
Oh man, I just got chills thinking about LSU. When I got to Ole Miss, I remember, you know, my rookie year. Freshman year. It was Eli's senior year, and I just remember how big it was. I feel like every game was big just because it was Eli, and we did okay that year. We ended up sharing the NFC, what was it? No, I'm sorry, not NFC, but the SEC West with you guys. And I just remember just how massive the game was. And so I remember them telling us when we went to play you guys, I think this might have been my junior year, they was like, man, be careful down at LSU. It's, you know, man, it's dangerous down there. You don't wear anything that's Ole Miss, how you can get in a fight. The only thing that was in my head, the only thing I remember telling my family, I was like, listen, whatever y'all do, just wear neutral colors. I said, we're going to go in there. We're going to try to play the best football we can play. But I remember going down there, man, and it was so freaking daggone loud. It was almost like playing down there was like playing in an NFL game every Sunday. But I do remember going down there, man, and we never beat you guys, but I do remember going, I think it was Jamarcus Russell, the year we played Jamarcus Russell, them guys down there. It could have been my sophomore year. It was one of them years, but I just feel like I had one of the best SEC games I ever had, and that was And a lot of it had to do with just want to go down to LSU, want to play well, but then really go down there and get up out of there.
To your point, I think I just looked it up. You had 18 tackles, I think,
did.
that day. It's
Yeah.
somebody that said we have a little chat with a lot of our listeners will tell us their thoughts, and they're like, yeah, I remember that game. And the PA announcer the entire time said tackle made by number 49, Patrick Willis, the entire game.
Yeah,
That's an overtime
and
game,
then,
if I'm not mistaken. I believe that was an overtime game.
We went down to the wire with you guys, and then another one real quick was, do you remember when we played you guys? I think that was the last year that I played you guys down there. It could have been my senior year, and Orgeron was our head coach, and we was a visiting team, obviously, and we were supposed to run out. And I remember Coach Steen said, not Coach Steen, I remember Coach Orgeron saying, forget those guys. We're going to run out when they run out. And I remember thinking to myself, I was like, Coach, I don't think we can do that, man. You're gonna make them mad. They already have all the top guys over there, and you're gonna piss them off even more. And I was one of them type of people that, man, don't make nobody no more mad than they already have to be to play. And we ran out, and soon we waited, and all of a sudden, as soon as they called you guys, we ran at the same time, and the crowd was like, boo, yeah, boo. And I was like, oh,
I don't know what to do.
Crap, man. So yeah, it was some great memories going against LSU in different forms.
Yeah, I remember one, and I've told Patrick the story in person before. I knew he was different when we were running stretch to the left, and Patrick was lined up outside on the right side of the defense. And I remember getting the stretch, and I had a little bit of a gap, and I put my foot in the ground, and 49 met me in the hole, and I'm like, wait a minute, he was on the complete opposite side of where the play was going. Like,
supposed to be there.
Where, how, what? Wait a minute, I don't understand. And that's the night, Patrick, you had 18 tackles. So you knew exactly what was going on.
Deep ball, go get ball.
Hey, you also had a play on the goal line against LSU in Oxford that every time I see a highlight tape of you is on there because you did body slam one of our guys on the goal line there. I'm sure that's a play that you get asked about a lot.
Yeah. Shout out to was that Justin Vincent?
Yeah, it was
I want to say it was Justin Vincent. Yeah. Shout out to him, man. I know a lot of people always give him the, joke about that play or whatnot. We talk about it, and it's just football being played. But I will say, man, Coach Orgeron told me asked me the first day I met him. He said, "I want you to be the general of my defense."
Yeah.
And I remember looking at him like, I think I know what that means, but that means like to be the man, right? The top dog. But a lot of people don't know what comes along with being the top dog or being the captain or being that man and being that person. And so that particular play, I remember calling the front, and as the middle linebacker, me and the person making the call, you got to make sure everybody's lined up and correct and get everybody straight. And I remember making a call, and I looked in front of me, and my gap wasn't what it was supposed to be, and I was like, oh shit. Excuse me, I was like, oh crap. I said, oh crap. And the only thing in my head was I could hear Orgeron, you are the general of my defense, and I'm the type of person too, as a leader. Whatever happens, whatever goes on in that field, like good, bad, or indifferent, it's on me.
Yep.
And so the only thing in my mind was, I got to make this right. And I just remember the ball snapped, and I will say I think you guys might have got the first down, but it was the play and the tackle and everything was so. It was so like, man, it was nice. It was nice. It was the kind of stuff that you always wish you could do. You saw people do it on TV and stuff growing up, but yeah, it was just a heck of a play. But I had to make that play right because we lined up wrong and it was on me. And so, yeah, that was it.
Now, Patrick, and we're catching up with Patrick Willis here on OTB. LSU Ole Miss is this weekend. I want to ask you just about the Ole Miss program and where they're at and what Lane Kiffin has done for the program. I mean, it's double-digit wins now every single season, and he's getting them to win totals that they've never seen before in program history. And every single year now, y'all are in the conversation. You're in the conversation to make a run and maybe get into the college football playoff, certainly since it's expanded to 12 teams. Like for you and for like when you played at Ole Miss, and you're right, like y'all had some really good moments when you first got there and Eli Manning and you're playing for the division, but like to see them where they're at now, like as a former Ole Miss Rebel, like what does that mean to you?
Yeah, man, it brings a smile to my face. And like you said, there was a time when, I remember my time that we didn't win a whole lot of games, and so I just remember seeing them over the years. I remember they had Dexter McCluster that year. They had him, and they started winning some games, and And it was cool because, you know, you get around your teammates, and on Saturdays we have practice and everybody talking about who's going to be playing who. And, you know, you never really could just be proud to say, like, you know, I mean, I'm proud because I went to Ole Miss, but you didn't know if you was going to win those big games or the games you should win. And so to see them now, man, being considered like one of the top programs in football is truly amazing. And so shout out to Lane Kiffin and his coaching staff and just the whole Ole Miss family. I know now when I go back, I don't get to get back to a whole lot of games. I try to get back to at least 1 or 2 a year if I can. But man, I tell you what, the atmosphere is like no other. I will say I don't know if it's the same kind of SEC feel like it used to be back in the day because of the whole NIL and everybody just you know, in and out. But man, he's doing a tremendous job there, and it's exciting to see.
Patrick, so I know you'll have this great in-state rivalry. So the Egg Bowl, like it's everything that's great about college football. But LSU, Ole Miss, I mean, this is a historical rival. Now in the SEC world, it's a little bit different because there's so many good teams you play every year. So there's everybody's got beef with everybody, right? But there's something a little bit different about this LSU. So is the LSU game, does it come close to the emotional feel to the fans, to the players, to the coaches as like the Ole Miss Mississippi State game?
Man, that's a great question. You know, I don't know if it's – man, that's a heck of a question. You know, I'm not from Mississippi nor LSU, but I know a lot of people come from those states and go to school at Ole Miss and have a lot of family, whether it's players or just students. And I don't know, man, it's something about LSU, the program itself. And for so many years, you know, LSU being just, you know, I guess LSU and, you know, I would say talent-wise, a lot of people, you know, the top stars and stuff, they usually would pick LSU over Ole Miss. And so every time we play, it's almost like, man, we like the little brothers. But now I really feel like, man, I'm excited. You know, I'm excited to see them play because I'm like, it's going. One, they always play tough against each other. But now it's almost like, you know, I tip my hat off to Ole Miss because they won some big games over the years against LSU. And so, yeah, like I said, I'm excited to see how this weekend is going to go. I have heard that LSU may not be the LSU of old, I guess I would say. I don't know how old we go back, but, yeah, I'm excited to see it.
All right, so I'm going to ask you this before we let you go, and Patrick, can't thank you enough for your time. Now, I know if I asked you who's going to win the game, obviously you would pick Ole Miss. I would hope you'd pick Ole Miss, and so I'm not going to ask you that. I'm going to ask you this question about the game. Is it going to be like a couple of years ago in Oxford where it was a shootout? It was the last team that had the ball. It was like both teams scored in the 40s, or is it going to be more of an old-school throwback SEC game? LSU's defense has been really good this year, and you can see it being maybe like 17-14. Which game do you think we're going to see in Oxford?
Man, that's a great question. I guess then it would come down to defenses because I feel like, man, Lane, his offense be putting up points. Somehow they get points on the board. And so, yeah, I think it's going to come down to Coach Golden, his defensive scheme. I know they have a heck of a linebacker in Surtain, but, you know, that's just one guy, you know. And so I feel like they come out and they have a good defensive game. And the way that offense, you know, has been clicking with, you know, I like both quarterbacks. You know, I'm going to air, man, it is college football, man. They just scoring like 70 points and stuff. Like, I'm like, shucks, like.
It's unpredictable.
Let's go 14. Let's go one of those. Let's go the low score.
Okay. I can get behind that.
Defensive guy wants a defensive game, of course.
Running back wants a defensive game, too. That means we're getting to tote the rock a little bit.
Yeah. I don't know why. I just feel like this year, man, the whole football world is a defensive game for some reason. So, yeah, I'm going to go with it's going to be a low-scoring game. Ole Miss on top, of course.
Yeah, look at it. If you didn't pick Ole Miss, I think something was wrong. All right, there he is, Patrick Willis, man. Patrick, we can't thank you enough. I mean, you're out there on the West Coast, so you woke up early with us this morning, so we appreciate it. It was a pleasure sharing the field with you every time. It's a pleasure sharing the airwaves as well, so we appreciate it. We'll have to do this again soon.
Hey, man, thank you guys, Hester and Flynn, and Howdy toddy, let's go, man.
Thank you, Patrick.
Yeah,
Let's go.
absolutely. See you, brother. All right, there he is, Patrick Willis, former Ole Miss linebacker, NFL Hall of Famer.
What a legend.
A true legend. And as you can tell there in the interview, just one of the good guys of the game as well. He had no business being as good and as smart as he was on a football field.
No business.
It's like, hey, you're not supposed to have both of those, pal.
And you're too nice to be so scary on the field.
He would run over you and then help you up and be like, good job. It's like, what did I do good on that play?
Tell me the things I accomplished on that play. You destroyed me?
Yeah.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
So we appreciate his time.
Absolutely.
And
That's great.
yeah, they look, Ole Miss wasn't who they are now when he was there, but I tell you what, they always played hard and they always brought it every single time. And great competitor. And so I'm glad we got a chance to catch up with him here on the show. All right, we'll step away, get to your questions to close out today's show. A little Ask the Bench here on OTB.
Off the bench.
All right, go to BoujoseElectrical.com, BoujoseElectrical.com. There you can get that free Generac quote that we're always telling you about in the top right corner of the website. With Boudreaux's, it's always more power and more protection. On the North Shore, it is 985-397-1562. In the greater Baton Rouge area, it is 225-300-9389. And again, always online at BoujoseElectrical.com.
That's right. Boudreaux, they are your trusted Generac, whole home Generac experts for over 40 years. Family owned and operated right here in Napoleonville. Neil, Melissa, and Justin Boudreaux are proud to deliver the highest level of service possible with a real local person answering your call and a local expert showing up at your door. So if you're looking for a generator, if you're looking to protect your home, protect your things, and have that peace of mind of a whole home Generac generator, give them a call. Family owned. Boudreaux's Electrical, Boudreaux'sElectrical.com.
Parish Construction and Roofing.
This is Coach Kim Mulkey. Go to parishbuilt.com for all of your roofing needs.
From your hometown, parishbuilt.com.
104.5 ESPN Baton Rouge and First American Bank and Trust bring you the Heart of the Game Award, recognizing student athletes who deliver when it counts. Nominate your game day standout at 1045ESPN.com by the 21st. We'll choose 5 male and 5 female finalists, and then it's up to the fans to vote for the winners. Each winner gets a $250 gift card, a custom award, and the spotlight they've earned. Presented by First American Bank and Trust, a banking tradition since 1910.
We typically think of stress as being bad for us. At Our Lady of the Lake and LSU, we are researching how certain types of stress, such as exercise, can be good for our immune health. By studying people under extreme stress, such as athletes, astronauts, service members, and first responders, we're learning how to improve the immune health of everyone. That's the power of research. That's the impact of champions. Together, we roar.
At Luba Workers' Comp, our journey began over 30 years ago with a simple belief: our clients come first.
At Luba, our business has always been focused on people, not policies.
Through every success and challenge, we've continued to grow because we've stayed true to our values, committed to providing you with genuine dependability.
Because your well-being is more than a priority. It's our purpose.
BRAC teamed up to reimagine your parks, and you imagined big. With your help, we went to work, creating 12 beautiful community parks across the parish. A family-sized water park, miles and miles of trails, and parks just for your dogs. There are more places to splash, to explore, to run wild, and even soar. You imagined, we delivered. Gold. BRAC, your #1 park system in the nation.
ED, low T, or simply seeking to optimize your health and performance? Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness offers a range of discreet services to address your specific needs. We empower men to reclaim their health and confidence. Visit yourgoodwood.com.
Businesses like yours are the soul of our community. You deserve someone who'll deliver the internet services you deserve. That's why local businesses rely on Rev Business, 90 years of building connections. Visit us at letsrev.biz.
Gulf Coast Bank and Trust is giving our customers the power to bank anywhere, anytime during this challenging event. And we're right there with you. Our mobile banking app.
Locked in on LSU football 24/7. You're listening to Off the Bench.
We were all down at Margie's bar, telling stories if we had one. Someone fired the old jukebox up. The song it sure was a sad one. Teardrop rolled.
I was saving it.
Yeah, it's a closer.
I can't. Does anyone else can't wait till tomorrow to slam dunk
Oh man,
some
and
funk?
just slam dunk the funk. Yeah. Oh wait, I already thought it was Friday. That just killed my. No. It's
Oh, you
fine.
love Thursday.
I do love Thursday.
Went to his truck and got a.
It's going to be a real short segment, everybody, because we just talked to one hell of an American, hell of a human being, and a hell of a football player, Mr. Patrick Willis.
Let's get to one ass the bench at least. What does QB1 want to see from Nussmeier this Saturday?
Decisiveness, push the ball down the field, make good reads because they're going to give you a lot of opportunities. Hey, if you keep your eyes open, they might even tell you when they're running cover 1.
Or cover 3.
All you really have to do is open your eyeballs, and they will tell you because I'm sure they're talking hand signals in that LSU in the QB meeting room this week. So just keep your eyes open. They'll give you some tells. But, yeah, just go dominate.
Nook said, ask the bench. We need more role models like Patrick Willis. How do we make that happen?
Amen.
See, there's not many like him, though. That's the thing. Like, again,
Good
I say it all the
person, good
time.
player.
Nobody
Thank
should
God.
be smarter, faster, and stronger than you. But that's what Patrick Willis was every single time. We appreciate him, and we appreciate you. We love you. We'll see you tomorrow.
Off the Bench.
Businesses like yours are the soul of our community. You deserve someone who'll deliver the internet services you deserve. That's why local businesses rely on Rev Business, 90 years of building connections. Visit us at letsrev.biz.
Looking for cleaner energy? Propane is energy for everyone. Propane water heaters are very cost efficient, and the savings are even greater with a tankless propane water heater. We all know that Louisiana propane is a safe and environmentally friendly fuel. So why not go green while you save some green? I'm Miss Louisiana, Gabrielle McLeod, and for more information, visit louisianapropane.com.
At Sunshine, we know what you see when you look at your land. Where others may see dirt, you see the foundation you've built your life on. This, it's hallowed ground. It's past, present, and future. We're proud to provide quality John Deere equipment to help you maintain the land you love. Check out our current promotions and learn more about what it means to be powered by sunshine at sunequip.com.
Today, we are shaping tomorrow.
We are researching how extreme stress impacts the immune system, from trauma victims to athletes and even astronauts.
Our work is leading the way in sepsis treatment, saving countless lives.
We're unlocking the mind with music in exciting new ways.
Our Lady of the Lake Health and LSU are improving the health of our state.
That's the impact of champions.
Imagine the impact we'll have on the future. Together, we roar.
Hi, this is Beth Serena. Welcome to my pool. The first time I saw this beautiful pool, it exceeded every expectation that I had. They were able to get everything we wanted in this pool. It is a beautiful pool. We live out here, we eat out here, we watch TV out here. This is like our living room outside. We love this pool and everything about it. When we decided to build our pool, we called a great friend who is one of the best pool builders in the country in North Louisiana, and we said, who would you choose to build a pool in Baton Rouge? And without a hesitation, he told us Russell Pools. He said their history, tradition of great builds, great pools was unmatched. So of course, who did we call? Russell Pools. The advice I would give to anyone looking to build a pool is first call Russell Pools. They'll do an incredible job. It'll be incredibly organized. It'll be time efficient, and you will have your pool in no time.
At Luba, our business has always been focused on people, not policies. We've continued to grow because we've stayed true to our values, committed to providing you with genuine dependability. Because your well-being is more than a priority, it's our purpose.